I'm here to Carrytool, Park the Barra, for these Cork Junior B hurling final. And winners of the football last week, Glenmire, well, their sister or brother, or whatever they like to call it, is here this afternoon, and that's ours, against the county champions, Lisgoold. So we're looking forward to what should be a cracking. We believe the football was a cracking one last week, so we're looking forward to a cracking hurling one this afternoon. I'll give you a rundown of the team in a moment, as the camera is just picking out some players around there. Well, we see Lisgoold over there lining up to get their photograph taken, and I'll give a rundown of the teams now very soon. Well, for Lisgoold in goal, as I said at the county final, we have the one and only Ned O'Keefe. And I'm afraid we're up here on the bit slopey in the old end, so if you got a scream, to just after falling. Cheering, screaming over there. Anyway, we start off again. Let's go. In goals, we have Ned O'Keefe. The right cornerback, Oliver Williams. The fullback, M.T. Hickey. Jerry Ryan on the left. Right halfback, Mike Wood. Donny Murphy, the captain in the centre. And Bertie Yoga down here, we're going to show me something else again. I'll talk about him in a minute as well. Mike and Sean O'Shea left. Midfield wearing 8, Matt Murphy wearing 9, Tom Nagel. Liam Welch, right half. Declan O'Shea, centre. And Tim McAuliffe. There's a slight change in the south, so I'll give it him when I get to him in a minute. Tim McAuliffe, left half. Tim had a great game in the county match. Top at the right, Mike Barry. Brian Woods, full forward. And Tom Gentleman, top at the left. Substitutes Joe Ryan, Peter O'Keefe, Seamus Fleming, Declan Whelan, William O'Keefe, Seamus McSweeney, Dennis McCarthy, Liam Sheehan, Mick Mulcahy, Liam Hickey and Eugene Hegarty. The line-up for Stars, now 1 sec, now I'll just have to quick check it out and I'll give it to you. I got a change there from Bertie Oak. Now let's see. There's a change in midfield. Bertie, who's gone to midfield?
No, same midfield.
Who?
Same midfield.
Oh, same midfield. Oh, yes, oh, yeah. No change midfield. Okay, there's a change at centre and corner forward. John Loftus is off for Stars. We're giving him down the team anyway. In goals, Patrick O'Connell. Left corner, Eamon Ryan. John O'Connell full. And Gerard Hart left under the left. Right half back, Matthew Murphy. Brian O'Callaghan centre and Ron Hennessy left. Midfielder wearing 8, John O'Connor. Wearing 9, Emmett Fennell. Terry O'Brien, right half. Gone into centre forward now is number 20. We find him here. It's Keneally anyway, Declan Keneally. Declan Keneally has gone in, and Mick Mooney, the other half forward. Top of the right, Derek French. Joe Gray, the captain, full. And Ger Murphy now has gone into the corner, wearing number 11. The substitutes are Brian Barry, Patrick Kelleher, Ronan Regan, Kevin O'Callaghan, Declan Keneally, Tommy Galvin, Bernard Carney, Sean McCarthy, Colm O'Brien and Colm Long. The referee out in the middle of the field is, looks like Tommy Canavan from Klein. So Tommy Canavan, I see his son is out there too, probably been one of the umpires with him. So he's keeping it going. Mike, would you do me a favour? You could tell Mark if he wants to put the camera on the stand, he can see him below there, look. Would you mind that? See.
Put the camera on the stand.
Put on the stand to make it easier for him.
No, on the side of the stand. Yeah.
Yeah, do you? Because, yeah. Now, the captain's out there in the middle of the field, Donny Murphy and Joe Gray, with Eddie getting the picture taken. Oh. Couple of minutes to go to the start of this match yet. Both teams are out in the field. Thanks for the God, at least it's dry. We've had so much rain, though. I think that they're probably lucky that they're playing here in Carricktool, because this is probably one of the best pitches that you get around at the moment that can take the water. That's all right. We're still looking around, just picking out a few faces in the crowd. Here Reardon down there haven't talking to us. I don't know if I mentioned John Loftus, if he's a sub or not. If he's injured or out sick, I'll try and find out from the staff head in a minute. No, I'm a bit more organised, and the field is again, as I said, in Carricktool, in great condition here. A nice sized crowd across on the far side. Down in front of me here I see Tig Murphy. I saw his photograph in the paper actually this week. He's been involved with the Glenmoire when they won the B football last week, taking photographs here of the substitutes and the team mentors and all that. Panning down, now we're going down below to the Lisgoold with the Middleton precast on them as well. You have Jim Geary, Donald O'Keefe, Dana Hearn, and of course Tom O'Reilly. Can we pick Tom out there with the red and white cap? Just down here, coming towards us. I think the camera has got him. Tom, of course. Can you hear me? Tom, of course, looking forward to maybe putting the East Cork with the county B championship. Carricktool won the county junior A on the same day. I was in the league finals against Father Neils in both the B and the A. They were beaten. So I wonder, will the effects of having won the county tell on Lisgoold, and will the boost to Stars of having won the B last yesterday week, be a boost to them? Anyway, everybody is waiting at the moment. Lisgoold are playing from right to left as we look at it.
Come on, no, Max, who's going to point here?
Tommy's lining them up.
Come on, concentrate the ball.
They're telling him to throw in the ball, but I'm afraid it's not 3 o'clock yet. Well, by my watch anyway. And he's in, Tommy's going anyway. And forced to break away, Stars to get into the corner forward. That's Derek French. Derek French now turning. He's been followed by Jerry Ryan. Eventually get to it. Jerry did a great game with Lisgoold in the county's final proper. Got it, and we're nicely cleared out there indeed. Out of the line, it's the line ball to Stars. Right down underneath us here. Coming off to take it. I think it looks like they're number 9, Emmett Pennell. I just can't see the number properly yet, and I haven't got to know the players yet. It's not, it's their number 8, John O'Connor. John O'Connor in towards the corner, going out, trying to keep it in play with Joe Gray, the captain, but it goes out of the in-line, and Ned O'Keefe, Ned waiting to take the puck out. No real wind, whatever wind is here, it really is behind Stars, but it's only a very mild breeze indeed. Dropping out to the middle of the field again. Up we go, the crack of the ash, into Tim McCullough once more. If Tim can get a good start here, and there's plenty of space in this field as well. Yes, Tommy Canavan says that he overplayed the ball and he was a free to Stars. So plenty of instructions. Very slow about taking. There's one thing about games really that we lose a lot of time for sideline balls, free taking, all that. Anyway, it's been left and coming out to take it. Is Emmett Fennel, is it? No, he leaves it. That's Ger Murphy, the number 11, come out from the corner. He hits it out to left and wide. Ger, who was to start off at centre, but hit it out to the left and wide. So the first chance goes to Sars. Not free. And we just have 2 minutes gone. Right on this again. Hand got up. Tim McCarthy once more. Chopping across there by the back. And that's the number 5, Matthew Murphy. Says Tommy Canavan. And now it's a chance from almost the same position, but this time it's to Lisgoold. Donny Murphy, their captain, coming up to take it. Again, I said no great wind of any significance here, so this is quite scoreable. Light, if anything, is just that little bit dark. It's going out to the right again once more, but it'll drop short because this is a very long pitch here. It's breaking on the ground, a chance here, but well, watch it there with Patrick O'Connell as Grindwoods, who Brian, of course, beat off some lovely scores in the county final in Páirc Uí Chaoimh. Tried to get it to that one. Remember, a particularly lovely double one in the air, which went over the crossbar as well. So he's a player who can do anything with the ball, really, and simply just know what he's going to do next. Patrick O'Connell with the puck out once more. Watch the puck out. They're all dropping here around the middle of the field, so there's no difference. Batted away there by Tom Nagel. Trying to pick it up, it's Matthew Murphy for Sars. Matthew runs in Tim McCall. Timmy hooks him. Timmy wins it himself. Timmy, of course, as far as I know, Timmy played with Sars years ago. He got pushed in the back, and it's a free. And Tim won't mind that if he's been fouled. So it's a free. Again, Donny Murphy to take this one. He allowed this one round again, and it's quite dangerous. The way this ball is dropping around the square, it's quite dangerous. As I said, probably quite hard for this goal to really, regardless of what you say, to really get yourself up again, having won a county to come and win these Cork. So we'll see, have they done it? There's nothing between the teams at the moment. This one again is dropping in. Ball's got up for it. Funny what I can't see it comes in Tom Gentleman. Tom Gentleman well hooked with a great shot in. Oh, the full back drops out to the corner back. Ger Hart dropped at that time and nearly a chance for Lisgoold, and it goes out, and it's the first 65 of the game. So Donny Murphy getting a chance to send plenty of balls in. But can they do something inside? Someone shouting at him, keep it low. But chance from here now, he's had a couple of shots, he knows where the posts are, he could put this one over. Just get a bit of distance to us.
Oh no, Sal, get out of it!
No score. 4.5 minutes gone. This is going towards the right once more. It's going to drop short as well. The keeper, Patrick O'Connell, gets it out a little bit, added to a small bit further by Ron Hennessy, but only out there watching all the way is Liam Welch. Liam Welch now, Liam got a lot of hammering in the other match, and it's coming right across the chance here, comes towards Tom Gentleman. He can't get it, he has a shot to Tim McCall, but he just hits the outside of the post and wide. Chance there, Tom Gentleman, and coming in behind him was Tim McCall. Tim McCall starting off well as well, and Tom Gentleman is quite a dangerous player, very roaming kind of corner forward. So this goal starting to apply the pressure now, but they're getting nothing for us, and I always find in any games that you have the pressure on, you just have to try and get a score. Ball out to the middle field again. Out with Donny Murphy. Donny Murphy trying to get away there from Mick Mooney. Donny can't get it up. Taps it back in towards the middle, but it's blocked over there. That's by Declan Keneally, the number 20. Come on, it's Declan Keneally now on the run. Declan Keneally getting the shot. It's a low one in towards the square. Oh, a little flick in inside, but Ned O'Keefe has it. Ned O'Keefe with two Sarsfields coming to him. One of them is Ger Murphy. Ned gets through him. Ned, you don't stop Ned that easy. And Tommy Canavan says that Ned overplayed the ball, and he was the free in, and this definitely is a chance now for Sars to get their opening score. So from all the pressure that this group on the last few minutes, Sars now probably really the first decent chance of getting a score. I think it's Ger Murphy again who's come out to take it. Ger ran 11 but went into the corner starting. He hits a low one this time wide. And I tell you, it's very easy to stay up here and say that that was an easy chance and a miss. I think we're looking down Tom O'Reilly down there, are we? The coach for Lisgoold, Tom, like myself when I was coaching, down on the side away from everybody, just to get so involved in the game, and that's what he is. There's a good puck out from there again once more towards Tim McCall. Tim McCall out there with Tom Nagel, but pulled away out by Matthew Murphy. Comes once more to the number 7, and that's Sean O'Shea, who had a great game. Sean, they said, was the man of the match in the county. Liam Welch here. Liam Welch trying to turn away from Ron Hennessy. Liam Welch A high dangerous ball once more in towards Brian Woods. Brian Woods bats it down, comes to Tim McAuliffe. Brian Woods moving out from him to give it for a return pass, but Tim is going his own. 2 players after him. A chance here now. Tim McAuliffe hits a shot, dangerous one in, but again it goes wide. But the point I was just making there after John Murphy missed one last one ago, to be honest, in an evening like this, when it's a very mixed kind of light, that when you're shooting at the post, that the light gives you a false impression and you think that you're aiming the right way, but you're not. And it takes a few shots really for players to be able to judge it. And every time the light changes, it makes it harder. So as I said, it's easy to criticise, but when you're out there, it's much different. This is with our number 12, Mick Mooney. He's well blocked down. Oh, hard putting there with Declan O'Shea, and got away by the number 9, Emmett Fennell. Emmett Fennell gets out past Declan Keneally. Declan Keneally in hard tussling, but the ball breaks into around the middle once more. Where's it going to? It's going to the corner forward, but coming out once more it's Jerry Ryan. Jerry Ryan, very good, strong corner back indeed. Out to Declan Keneally. Declan Keneally now for South. Declan turning. Oh, gets a nice ball in. It's a dangerous one once more. It's going a little bit short. Hurley's go for it, but it's batted out by the corner back, Oliver Williams. Oliver shot breaks over, tossing over there with his Joe Gray, the captain. Gerard has in his hand. Joe Gray runs into players. The referee says play on. There's hard putting still, and there's pushing and heaving and very close to the in-line. It just shows you how long. It's gone out for a 65, but it actually shows you how long and how wide this pitch here is in Carrigtwohill. You get a false impression the other time. You think the ball is going wide or it's going out, and next thing you find it's dropping 5 or 6 yards in. Now it's South putting back the pressure on a little bit for the 65. This time it's Declan Keneally with the ball. Yes, John Murphy, who took the last one, is moving him back in. He's actually moving into space and coming out to watch him there. It's Mike Woods. Yes, he got himself. So yes, Declan Keneally to take this one. Again, yeah, just Liam Welch standing back in front of him to hold it up, but that's not going to stop him because there's a high ball. But again, it's going to the left and it's going wide. So chances on both sides going a biggie. And we have come up to 9 minutes gone in this first half. No score yet, but plenty of chances. We out to the far side once more. Trying to get away there a little bit was Matt Murphy. Matthew Murphy for South and Matt Murphy for hard pulling, and got away a little bit by Donny Murphy, but back by the number 8, John O'Connor. John O'Connor floating away out towards Ger Murphy. Going out there also with him is Oliver Williams. Oliver Williams with Ger Murphy. Ger Murphy is trying to get away from Oliver, still with him. He's going very far with the ball. Yes, the free out. Yes, Oliver Williams didn't foul him, kept with him, and he just had to play it. He knew where to go with it, really. He just got stuck, and eventually Oliver, under pressure, throws the helmet away. He's going to have a bit of running to do this afternoon against the two brothers from Buttevant. They had some running in the county final, but they also have it to do today. Ned with the free, and he'll get the free from where the ball lands, because you're not allowed to do that anymore. You can't jump anymore. The rules there 12 months ago. So he's going to bring the ball out another 10 metres. And Ned is going to take the free. Maybe it's a dangerous thing, but maybe Ned is fit enough to run back if anything happens. The wind is getting up a little bit, as I said. It's blowing maybe slightly across the field and just slightly diagonally favouring Sars. But it's starting to rise just that little bit. But Ned turns his back in it and trusts his forwards to get it. It breaks down towards, that's Declan O'Shea, who gets in a bit further. Pulled on a little bit there by Mike Barry. And there's a chance here, and it's gone to the right again once more. So, plenty of chances, as I said, but they're just finding it hard to get the range, to find the light and the angles for these posts and get the scores. But the way the game is going, once I think the scores start coming, we'll get plenty of scores. Once more, it's Patrick O'Connell to poke out for Sars. Patrick's one drops low into the middle of the field, blocked down over there by Declan O'Shea, and leaves as far as Matt Murphy. Matt Murphy's shot is well blocked down and cleared out by Brian O'Callaghan. Brian O'Callaghan's shot goes over as far as Mick Mooney, but Mick Mooney has it up now, and Mick Mooney sends it there, just one into attack for South. Only is Oliver Williams. Oliver breaks it down. Gerard's with him. Oliver Williams holds on to the volley of Gerard Murphy, and a chance once more now for Gerard Murphy himself, probably, to put this one over the bar. Both teams really just tinted at the moment. I think they're then maybe, if you wish to see anything, they're half afraid of losing rather than winning at this stage in the game. They're just, but then again, it's not kind of just a dangerous ball in. Ned gets his hold to it and puts it out for a no. The umpire says that it had gone wide before Ned touched it, and it's another wide ball. I make it that's 4 wides each so far in the game. Thereabouts anyway. Goes back to Donny, but it's tapped away from him by Declan Kennedy. Back to Declan Kennedy once more it comes. Declan Kennedy out turning. Declan Kennedy playing very well indeed. I don't know why he's a sub at the beginning because he's doing very well. Oh, lovely bit of fetching there by Jerry Ryan. Jerry Ryan busting out defence. 2 players to him, half blocked down without a nice little touch away. Now comes to him, John Murphy, but he still gets it. And it comes back in and flicks on into attack. Oh, dangerous ball. Well saved by Ned. Oh, that was so dangerous. It comes to Ned. Ned O'Keefe has it. Really dangerous. A great chance there for Sars. Back into the middle again once more it comes. Trying to get away. It's Tim McAuliffe. Holiday on Delake. There on Tim McAuliffe, says Tommy Canavan, and it's a free once more to Lisgoold. That was the closest thing I think we've had in this game so far. That ball bounced over the hurley of MT Hickey. And Ned, as it was bouncing on the ground, saw it well, but really thought it was going to go in. Donny Murphy with it once more. Has plenty of tries dropping this ball in. This one will drop in around the square again. Can Brian Woods get up for this one? That's half putting Tom Gentleman in there. It comes as far as Dean Welch. Dean Welch gets it out towards the corner. It's got away out here as far as Tim McAuliffe. Tim McAuliffe gets it up. He's under a little bit of pressure from Matthew Murphy. He's gone through again. He's fouled as he's trying to go through. And Tommy Canavan says that this time now it's a chance for Lisgoold to get something from it. I'm not sure if there's a player injured there or not. No, there's not. Anyway, it looks like it's Tom Gentleman who's going to take this one. Well, we'll be changing fortunes. We have coming up to it's over 13 minutes gone, so no score. Tom looks at it. Yes, this one has to go over, yes. So the opening score with 13 and a half minutes gone. So 13 and a half minutes gone, the opening score to Lisgoold. So Tommy Canavan calls for the puck out to Patrick O'Connell one more. Patrick dropping it again around the midfield. Breaks down to the end. It's Donny Murphy, but he just couldn't get him loose. And coming over now, it's John O'Connor. John O'Connor tries to pass it out. A little flick out to the side here. This is our number 10, Terry O'Brien. Terry O'Brien gets it back into the middle. Jerry Ryan racing back for it. Ball just seems to be held up in the very heavy ground. Picked up by MT Hickey. MT Hickey out as far as the number 7, Sean O'Shea. And Sean O'Shea back out to Donny, his captain. And Donny way up the wing here to the side. Tom Gentleman trying to get it. Now flicked on a little bit there by Declan O'Shea. But back and picking it up is the centre back, and that's Brian O'Callaghan. Shot blocked down, but he gets to the second time. Back into the middle. It comes as far as this is Tom Nagle. Tom Nagle tried to get away from Declan Kennedy and sends it away over to the far side. Mike Barry tried to get it up. Mike starts this one. Leaves out to Dean Welch. Dean Welch's shot just floats in. Running back there, watching it all the way. There was Eamon Ryan, the cornerback. Eamon Ryan well blocked down once more by Mike Barry. Mike Barry trying to get it across. Eamon Ryan with him. Out there, Tom Gentleman, the 2 corner forwards together. They just can't pick it up at the moment. The ball on the ground. Mike Barry still has it. Can he get into the centre? But oh, that's hard putting there. Mike Barry pulled a bit widely that time and got the leg there of Brian O'Callaghan, the centre back, and it's a free out. And he's having a word. There was something happened, retaliation of some description. And Tommy Canavan has thrown the ball in instead. Maybe some word said or something, I don't know what it was, but because I didn't see anything. The ball is back. Brian Callan tries to get to it. It's Brian inside. It's picked up inside there by Ger Hart. Ger Hart is fouled by Mike Barry, and it's a free out to South once more. The spotter planes overhead at the moment, you might hear it. Watching this game, not too many games going on this time of the year. There's a football match going on in Middleton, Glenville involved in that in the county final. Patrick O'Connell with the free, a good punt this time, way out the far side of the field. Over there's Mike Woods. Mike Woods can't get to it, and it's Declan Kennedy. Declan Kennedy trusting very hard with Matt Murphy. Very close to the line, but it's Liam Welch and Ron Hennessy. There's real tough stuff over there at the moment. And again, it's Matt Murphy. And got him one away there by Emmett Fennell. And Emmett Fennell for Sars, going into attack once more. Sars look dangerous when the ball comes up. This is Joe Gray, our captain. But flicked away from him by Oliver Willem. Oliver Willem gets out as far as Mike Woods. Mike Woods into the centre, but there's only a Sarsman there waiting on his own for it. Now he's been followed by Declan O'Shea. That Sarsman is Emmett Fennell. Emmett Fennell floats a high, dangerous looking ball in. Ned Keefe is behind it. It's batted down out a little bit by Gerald Ryan once more. And it's Gerald Ryan once more, just a good cornerback. Seen him in a few games this year so far now. Ball doesn't come out very far, and it's blocked down there by Mick Mooney. Mick Mooney is on the ground. No one can claim it. It's very fine that Tommy Cannon is going to throw the ball in because it's dangerous. But it's really fine. It's so difficult to get the ball up. I mean, this time of the year, the ground is not Kai Toole's fault. The ground is just not suitable for hurling. You know, you can't really get it going. Flicked in by Mick Mooney, and it goes out over the in-line, and it's gone wide once more. So the score is still 1 point to Stars. No score. That's 1 point to Lisgoold, no score to Stars. As I said, 20 chances for both teams in the game. We've 17 minutes gone. Low scoring at the moment. A goal in this game could really do an awful lot of damage, make a big difference. Behind me in the background too, there's a lot of noise because I don't know what Tommy is doing. Tommy's gone hopping the ball because he said that Ned was delaying it, poking it out. Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's saying that he should have poked it out sooner, and now it's a slap ball. Now there's one loose Sarsfield, and the ball goes into the centre. Referee, what's he doing? I don't know what he's doing now. He's going throwing again. So again, it's on the ground, trying to get away from Mike Woods, trying to get away also there. Over there is Empty Hickey, put back in by Joe Gray, the captain. Out there is Jerry Ryan is pulled and brought down to the ground. Jerry Ryan, and it's a free out once more. And they'd want to there this time, I'd say, with it. But I was just saying, the new bypass Kai Tool opened last Monday. So in years to come, you always remember that this match was played on the Sunday after the opening of the bypass in Kai Tool. The village is like a ghost town all week. We're out towards Mike Barry once more. Mike Barry can't get it, but it's got out there by Brian O'Callaghan, a good centre-back for Sars. Gets out to the other centre-back, Donny Murphy. Donny sends this one low in, it goes to Brian O'Callaghan again. Maybe they're going to have the game playing to each other. It's got away over as far as Tom Gentleman. Pulled back that time by Eamon Ryan, the number 2 by Tom Canavan, he says. And it's a free in once more for Lisgoold, so no chance for them to get their second score. But scores are very hard to come by this afternoon. As I said, it's very dark, very unusual kind of light, and when you're just huddled around the ditch, you can always say how easy they're to get. But when you're out there doing it, it's a different thing.
Get it out, Sal, get it out.
He hit it very high anyway. And it's gone over the bar, yes indeed. Yes indeed, over the bar, it's a score. There's lads down here saying they know it was over. I'm not surprised because he put that one so high that there was no economy of shot anyway. He just belted away up behind the air. So the puck out once more, breaking down towards the centre of the field. Tony Murphy well caught by Declan Keneally. A good player indeed. Declan turning, looking for it, sending it out towards the left. This is still a dangerous one though. Breaks in as far as Jim Murphy. Jim Murphy with Empty Hickey. Jim Murphy trying to turn. He's been held. The referee says he's on a free out for overplaying the ball. And the Stars people don't agree with that, I'm quite sure. But he was trying to get through it. I suppose, no matter what you say, it's 6 to 1, half a dozen the other. Was he charging with the ball or was he being held? Maybe when we look back at it later, you can decide. But either way, it doesn't matter because the referee has awarded a free out. And as I said, Empty Hickey, Mikey Tom Hickey, who that time got in his way and prevented him going through. Ned once more sending away out towards Tim McAuliffe. Tim McAuliffe, it breaks away from him by Matthew Murphy. Matthew Murphy now turning back into a play. Gets it, a low one in towards. Just down here, it's picked up by the number 10, Terry O'Brien. Blocked down by Sean O'Shea. Back again once more. This is Tom Nagel. The game is hot enough with Donny Murphy with it. Donny Murphy trying to get away to Matt Murphy. Matt Murphy and Declan Keneally. They're all putting it. Donny trying to get it. Legs are going into it. Bodies are going into it. The ball is bouncing loose. Going back once more to Tim McAuliffe. Tim McAuliffe can't see it and it's picked up over there by John O'Connor. John O'Connor is chopped down and it's a free in to Stars. So as I said, Declan Keneally really proving to be quite dangerous indeed. There's, at the moment there really is very little between the teams. The scoreboard says it, but on played as well, there's not an awful lot between the teams. Declan again to take this. Studying himself well. Bit to the right post, oh this time, no, again he goes a bit to the left, he drops his shot underneath it and trying to get it out, and it comes to Donny Murphy, the captain. Donny likes to get his hands on this trophy as well this afternoon towards Liam Welch and Ron Hennessy. Liam Welch has it. Liam turning back into a bit of trouble, but left-handed, sends it way out towards Mike Barry. Mike Barry over there with Jet Hart. Mike gets a little touch onto it. It breaks into the middle. Back there, getting it and coming out with it. That's the number 2, Eamon Ryan. Eamon Ryan's shot comes past Tim McAuliffe. Tim McAuliffe is going off on the run once more. Tim can do these runs very well. He streaks out towards Mikey Barry. Mikey Barry, the shot is blocked down. It comes out towards Brian Woods. Brian Woods and Brian Callahan. Two Brians together. Brian Callahan's on the ground. He has it. No, the ball is still there. It's Declan O'Shea now trying to get. Declan gets out as far as Tom Gentleman. Tom turns nicely that time, trying to get through the players. He's getting through now. A shot from Tom Gentleman in towards middle, towards Brian Woods. Brian Woods puts great defending inside by John O'Connell, the full back. I like how it comes once more to Declan O'Shea, and he puts it over the bar. Probably the best passage of play we've had so far, and the first score from play, and we have 22 minutes of the half gone. So puck out down to the side once more, breaks loose. Matt Murphy over there. Matt Murphy name and fiddle. Matt Murphy putting that time, but Tommy's going to take in his name. Well, to me, there was more things which earlier on might have wanted. I thought he was just pulling, but just a bit slow pulling rather than anything else. I don't think he intended hitting him. That's just an opinion. Tommy's having a word anyway with Matt Murphy and saying, no more of that. It's Declan Keneally once more to take this free. I see Donny gone back in the centre back and captain to help out as a central defender. This one looks better, but it's going towards the right. It mightn't go out, it's kept in play. The referee says there was pushing or holding. I don't know what he symbols. He's making lovely signs anyway, Tommy is. But it's a free out or a wide ball anyway, I'm not sure which. But it's a wide ball because Ned has taken it from the hand out. This one, not such a good one from Ned, but it comes out towards Donny. Donny misses it. It's Declan Keneally who has it once more. Declan Keneally really, in this game or not, Donny Murphy following him. Donny, he's running back into Sean O'Shea now, but he's still, look at that, got away, a lovely score. A very well taken score. 3 points to 1, and we have 23.5 minutes gone. Sarah's got their first goal. Again it breaks this time to John O'Connor, the centre fielder. John on the third run, will be followed by Tim McAuliffe. John on the third run still going up the right wing, followed by Tim McAuliffe. He's passing the ball inside the centre now. In as far as he's number 13, Derek French. Derek French on a run trying to get through for the score. Yes, Derek French gets another point. So Sarah suddenly pulled 2 points back and we have 24 minutes gone. And really, twice there I thought that the Lisgoold lads just left him. Like, Declan Keneally definitely was left, they didn't make him. So maybe they're free again once more. Maybe it's just that, as I said, the celebrations, the different things might have had them that bit tired, but... And the ground is heavy, of course, as well, the time of the year it is. But it's also heavy, of course, for the south class. Johnny Murphy once more with a chance here. This is a final that anyone can win still. There's nobody on top. They both have had their moments of attacking. Sarah's got 2 nice points there now in the last minute from play, and just before that, a point for Lisgoold by Declan O'Shea. So another chance here now. There's a nice one from Donny, dropping dangerously high in. Back to forward scupper, the ball breaks down. Mike Barry coming to it. Mike has it in his hand, turning inside him, trying to get a shot. Kicks it instead, and he kicks it in. Oh, great save inside by Patrick O'Connell. Back out it comes once more. Running out after it's Brian Woods. Brian Woods is going out there. Brian O'Connell fine, but it's gone out of the inline. It's to 65 once more. But a good save inside that time by Patrick O'Connell. He was under a bit of pressure. The ball was coming in through a lot of players, and he saw it well, and he got it out. Brian Woods really not in the game so far as he was in the last game today, but maybe the ball is not breaking the way it should for him. To take it out there again, the captain, Donny Murphy. Now can Donny drop this one over, or will he drop it in once more? Again, it's very, very high. It's going out. Mike Barry has it. It's not out yet. Like I said, this is a very deceptive field. I'm not sure what that is, but the ball has gone wide now because it came off of a Lisgoold player. As it starts, I think it's probably the full back. That time he dropped the ball, it hit the Lisgoold player, and went out and it went wide. It's 26 minutes gone. 3 points to 2. Nothing in it, no real wind you could say to make a difference to say that it's favouring anybody. So it's just that it's a case of that it's anyone's game. The only fear I have is that it'll be pitch black before we get to the end of it. This match will probably went on at 1:30. We'll be more towards the finish. This is towards Donny Murphy once more. Donny with it. Donny, little hand pass out towards Matt Murphy. Matt Murphy now breaking in, but well stopped over there by Ron Hennessy. Ron Hennessy trying to break out. Little hand pass in as far as Mick Mooney. Mick Mooney trying to get away from Mike Woods. Not well blocked down by Mike Woods. Then it comes to Donny Murphy once more. Donny covering in immense amount of ground for Lisgoold. I've seen this one off towards Mike Barry. Mike Barry over there with Judd Hart. Judd gets it out to Ron Hennessy. Ron Hennessy on, but only comes to Matt Murphy. Matt Murphy, Mick Mooney behind him. Mick Mooney hooks him out, but he still gets it away. Kicks it a second time and it gets out over the line. It's a line ball to Stars on the far side of the field. Got the two Lisgoold lads. There, all right. Watching for the line ball on the far side of the field. Huh? Breaks back again once more. That's to Tom Nagel. Tom Nagel to Matt Murphy. Matt Murphy shot breaks into the middle. Running on for his Declan O'Shea. Declan picks that one up nicely. He's on a slow run. Brian Callan with him. Outside him he's got Tom Gentleman. He gets it out to him very nicely. Tom decides to run. Tom takes a shot. Ball breaking towards Patrick O'Connell. Patrick inside. He's coming out. Brian Woods with it. But he's moving, has to move away out. Shorter from Mike Barry. I don't know. Well, that's a 65. I think he's allowed for that because I don't think he's given a free because that was a shoulder, and once he's outside the parallelogram nowadays you can give him a fair shoulder. But it's a 65 till his goal once more. But Patrick O'Connell doing quite well inside. Patrick O'Connell doing very well inside indeed in the goals for Sars. Probably have had more to do than Ned O'Keefe has. And Ned brought off one very good save so it is in the first few minutes of the game, which well could have changed the whole game. Anyway, Donny once more. Donny Murphy is really sending a lot of ball in. Or to not, he's leaving it this time to Matt Murphy. Let's see if Matt can take a score. Or Matt even hits it a little shorter than out to Tim McCall. If he can't get it, he doesn't even know where it is. Yes, the referee says that the two of them came in on top of him, hit him from behind, and he's awarding a free in. Very close to half time. 28.5 minutes. Only a point in it. A goal in this game, as I said, could do anything. It's Tom Gentleman with it. The referee is calling somebody. He's calling Mick Mooney, is it? Must have been some words said to him. And Tommy Canavan definitely does not like anyone to say anything to him. And he's after taking his name, put it into the book. And any players who's playing around these cock divisions should know that one thing Tommy doesn't like is anyone talking to him, especially when it's not nice. Now, chance here for Tom Gentleman. And he's bringing it forward now, and now it makes it much easier for him. So for what do we say in the game, for a bit of dissent, a shot which was probably pretty hard, really, not that definite. Now he's a better chance to put 2 points between the teams, to get his third score from a free. Yes, it looks good from here anyway, it's over the bar. So Tom Gentleman with his third score, which is the fourth one, and I make it just 15 seconds short of the half. 4 points to 2. Patrick O'Connell once more with the puck out. Patrick's shot dropping again right down near us here. Tim McCall dropped out of the hand once more. It's on the ground. Tim is trying to hook it away, getting it back a little bit. John O'Connor. Declan O'Shea gets away from Brian O'Callaghan. Now it's over the line, and it's a line ball to Stars. Going back to take it, it's Matthew Murphy. Matthew looks a very young player from here anyway. Because of this B grade division you have players who are young and coming up the line. Not a very good one, but it breaks across the middle. Matt Murphy with it, tough putting over there with Ron Hennessy. Ron Hennessy gets it back as far as Tom Nagel. Tom Nagel gets in towards Tom Gentleman. Tom Gentleman quite there, but he just couldn't get up in the first time, and back there to the M9 with him. Now Tom still trying to put up in his back. Tommy Canavan says no, it's all right. Well, strange decisions, but they're happening to both sides. Back it goes. Mike Woods puts up and Mike Mooney held that one very well as Mike Woods tries to bat it. A dangerous one in towards Ned. Oh, Ned very confident, grabs that road there, coming out through all the players. Yes. And referee is awarding a free in. Well, a lot of talking points in this game. A chance here for Sars to put it back to 1 point once more. think this is John Murphy to take it. Yeah. So it's over the bar and it's half time. Yes, 31 minutes played. It's the end of this first half. So Lisgoold leading by that 1 point. 3 scores from frees by Tom Gentleman, 1 from play by Declan O'Shea, a score from Declan Keneally, Derek French, and 1 from a free there on the end by John Murphy for South. And the other scores, that's the end of this first half. As I said, nothing between the teams really. A goal in this game will make it all the difference. And looking down to this Lisgoold team down here, as I said, the mentors there, you have Jim Geary, the chairman, Donald O'Keefe, Dan Ahern, and Tom O'Reilly, who's the trainer. Tom isn't down there with them yet. You see, I can't see his head. Oh, he would just begin to join him there with Jim Geary, knowing if the camera can pick him up or not. But Tom will go down and have a few words now and try and push him on again to hold on to this lead. And down the other side, the mentors down there with South. You have Sean O'Farrell, the trainer, Mick Mengan, the coach, and Dave McCarthy, Paddy Ryan, and Jim Hart, and they're going to try and get their charges a bit better for the second half. Nothing between the teams. And on the table right underneath us here, we see the cup that they're playing for. So, as we finish this half, which one of those will bring home that trophy, or if anything, will any of them? We might have a draw. Back with you for the second half. Well, in that first half, you see one of the chances that Lisgoold had. Donny floated a free in. The keeper inside, Patrick, just batted it out, and it goes out, cleared out a little bit further by the half-back on him, you see. Now, Neil picks it up here, and he drops a nice ball right across, and the catch here by Tim McAuliffe goes up, gets it lovely, but unfortunately, with a real rasping shot, but he hits the side netting. And a lot of the missed chances in that first half by both teams, a lot of tension. Here we have a very important save now coming up by Ned O'Keefe in the goals near the end of the game. Ned grabs it, comes out, dashes out through 1, 2, 3, but he really is holding on to the ball there a little bit. And I'm not giving it away, says Ned. So will he give it away in the second half? Well, we'll go back for that and we'll see what will happen. It's getting a bit dark here now. It's been dark since we started, but it's getting darker as they go. As I said, by right, we should actually be finishing this match now, not going into the second half. It really is. I thought it was very silly. We're lucky that it's fine day at all, otherwise we'd see nothing. Tommy Canavan once more getting ready to start the second half. South playing from right to left, 1 point between it in favour of Lisgoold. He's checking his watch. As I said, it's been really nothing, and the Stars probably look maybe to have the chance that bit more dangerous around the goals so far today. Tom Gentleman not getting as much chance as he would, Brian Wood not either, but maybe in the second half they might. The referee, Tommy Canavan, going back there to sort a few more things out back there. And he throws it in very quickly. No delay out there that time. The ball breaks out inside the field. It's Declan Keneally once more with it. Declan trying to get away from Donny Murphy. Declan on the hurley. Mike Wood stops him, gets in the way. Mike Woods outside, he's got Sean O'Shea. He tries to come inside. He's only left and hand passed out eventually to Tom Nagel. Tom Nagel going back with it. Tom Nagel trying to get away from Terry O'Brien. Gets a shot in, but it comes as far as the number 8, John O'Connor. John O'Connor midfield. Oh, there's a nice ball in. Dangerous looking, way out towards the left. Ball breaks a bit loose, gets away. It seems as if Ger Murphy now has gone in on full forward for Stars. I don't know if there's any other changes. I'll watch and let you know as it happens. Breaks out as far here as Matt Murphy. Matt Murphy well hooked by Mick Mooney. It comes out here, picked up once more. This is the number 14, that's Joe Gray, the captain. Joe Gray, strong, seen that one into the centre. Stopped inside by Sean O'Shea. Sean passes out to Donny. Donny sees outside him Tom Nagel. Tom coming onto him, there was 3 or 4 South players, one after the other, but he got his clearance out anyway. Ball breaks off Tim McAuliffe over the far side. Tim and John O'Connor. John O'Connor pulls and gets it. Now it's coming in, it's Tom Nagel. Tough pulling inside down the middle of the field. Comes to Declan Keneally. Declan Keneally up with the hand nicely. A little flick on in front of him towards Terry. Terry Bryan couldn't get to it because it's taken away from him by Donny Murphy. Brian O'Callaghan seems to be very far down. Tom Nagel, you can see the ball dropping into the ground, and I said, this is one of the drier fields around East Cork or anywhere in the county at the moment. That one from Declan Keneally won't go over because this is a very long pitch, and it's kept in play by Ger Murphy. Ger Murphy, number 11, now at full forward. Sends a dangerous ball right across the square towards Joe Gray, the captain. Joe Gray takes a shot, and Joe Gray sends it to the right and wide. They thought here this was a score. It looked like it had to be a score, but it just went out to the right and went wide. So the first wide of the second half goes to Stars. Down underneath me, the Lisgoold Minters, they're urging on the players. As I said, a great year for them, the first county title they ever won, and they want to add these Cork to it. I think it's 70 something or other, I can't remember now, that's the last one. Tim McAuliffe runs into a foot up in this. John O'Connor says it was accidental, and it's a free in once more to Lisgoold. Now, as I said, whatever bit of wind there is slightly favouring Lisgoold in this half, but it's not much and won't make any great difference, but it is there. Tom Gentleman out to try and get another point. Got 3 to score in the first half. Sends this one high, but it's going over the bar. Tom Gentleman, the difference for Lisgoold here this afternoon, because that's his 4th one from a free in this game, and make it going out. It's number 23, Sean McCarthy. Sean McCarthy has gone on, and I don't know who he's replacing at the moment. It's the corner forward, it looks like Derek French has been replaced. 3 minutes gone. Puck out, we out to the far side of the field once more. John O'Connor bats it down. Getting away, it's their halfback Matthew Murphy. Out of the line, flying ball to Lisgoold.
Come on, will ya?
Referee gone over to make sure things are right again.
Come on, Sam, get it out, next to the line. Come on, get out in front of them.
Ball comes right into the middle. Tom Gentleman goes onto it. This time moves away. Player was good. Great blocking down indeed by the cornerback Eamon Ryan. Back again it comes. John Hennessy tries to get it out. Dean Welch with him. Ball stuck in the ground. Hurley's now trying to get to it, but it's kicked and booted on a little bit by Tom Gentleman. 3, 4 South players around there. Oh, that's hard wild pulling. He's there that his own man will get hurt. Tommy is warning a freeze that time for wild pulling. Tom Gentleman wants to change to Hurley. There's a South player wants to change to Hurley. And there was a lot of wild pulling that time, all right. But the ball just wasn't going anywhere, so eventually fellas just decided that they'd pull everywhere. The free taken by Brian O'Callaghan. Brian O'Callaghan sends it down. Donny Murphy gets it. Well caught by Declan Kennedy once more. Declan Kennedy trying to go through. And out goes Oliver Williams' leg. Makes the little bridge and the little barrier. And he says, try and get over this. And Declan didn't, so it's a free, you know. And a chance here for John Murphy once more to get his 2nd score of the game from a free. He nearly slipped as he hit that one, but he still made no mistake. He put it over the bar. So it's 5 points to 4 points and 2 frees starting the second half. One from Tom Gentleman and one from John Murphy for South. And both of those were the 2 players who finished the scoring for the teams in the first half from frees. And I make it coming up to just 5 minutes gone in the second half. A good puck up by Ned O'Keefe. Back towards Brian O'Callaghan, clearing up a lot of ball. Declan O'Shea tries to confer to so. It's blocked away over there by Terry O'Brien. Back to Donny Murphy, the other centre half. Out towards Liam Welch. Liam Welch twisting and turning. Sends the left-hander one in towards Brian Wood. Brian just couldn't get to it, but it comes Declan. Oh, he took it off the Hurley of Declan O'Shea that time. Declan was putting it on Brian Wood, just got touched and took it off him. Well blocked on again by Brian Wood once more. On the ground. Oh, genie. The South player took the head off his own player that time. And cleared out by Stars eventually. Way off to the far side of the field. Racing out after now, Sean McCarthy, the substitute. Back it goes towards Jerry Ryan. Very hard cornerback to beat. Jerry slots into space. The game has upped a lot in tempo in the start of the second half. Trying to get away over there, Brian Hennessy. Mike Barry now with it. Mike has it up nicely. Mike turning, but this one's going out to the right and wide. He picked it up nicely, but just couldn't get to it, and it went out and went wide. Puck out to Patrick Collins once more. Patrick Collins, ball drops into centre. Batted down by Tim McAuliffe, were picked up by John O'Connor for South. Hand pass from down out to midfield partner Emmett Fennell. And Emmett Fennell, a low ball into attack, in towards Joe Gray. Oliver Williams with him. Oliver and Joe Gray. Joe Gray is shielding the ball, but Oliver Williams gets him, and Donny Murphy eventually goes back and wins it. Donny, right-handed out to the side of the field. Racing on for Dale's Liam Welch. Liam Welch gets it first, can't pick it up. It's on the ground, in the grass, stuck. Liam gets it, it's taken off his Hurley. It's gone out of the line. The linesman couldn't see it because there's too many people out around the line. And it's gone back in towards Matthew Murphy. Matthew trying to get out on the ground. It's Emmett Fennell, and that's dangerous play, really.
Well done, Emmett!
And Tommy Canavan is going to throw the ball in. And down underneath me here, the 3 men in white men from Lisgoold. You have Dana Hearn and Donald O'Keefe and Jim Geary down there, and they're worried a little bit. Tommy Canavan said we'll go back to the line, and maybe he's right, because a while ago I'm sure Sars would have got a line ball if the linesman could have seen us. And the ball is in there. Tommy Canavan throws in the ball. Breaks out again once more. This is Emmett Fennell. Emmett Fennell trying to get it in. Back to Donny Murphy, the centre back for Lisgoold. He clears out. Oh, it comes out to Declan O'Shea on his own for a change. Brian Cannon comes in, but he sends this one. It's going out towards the right, and it goes wide. He got some power onto it, but it went out to the right and it went wide. So waiting for the puck out once more. It's Patrick Collins. Patrick in no particular hurry. There's only a point between the teams, 5 points to 4. Patrick's dropping right down the middle field again. Hurley got up for it. Mike Barry seems to have moved out. I think Mike Barry might have moved out to either midfield or I'm not sure, but anyway, Declan Kennedy with it. Oh, lovely black top down by Tim. It's Mike Barry now. Mike doubles on the ground, hits the referee. Out to John Murphy. Back to Declan Keneally. Donny Murphy comes to him. Out as far as Tim McAuliffe. Tim McAuliffe, 2-3 players on him, comes away with it a little bit. Trying to get it, trying to flick it up, but it's got away by John Murphy. John Murphy trying to put in. Mike Woods now coming to it. Mike Woods gets it, but John Murphy gets away from Mike Woods. He has a bit of time now if he gets it up quickly. He maybe delayed a little bit too long with it, but it's still dropping dangerously around the square. Battered in. It's coming to Sean McCarthy, but picked up there Sean O'Shea, this number 7. Sean O'Shea tried to get it to his captain, Donny Murphy, and Donny clears it out for this goal. Underneath us here, Matt Murphy's gone into the corner. Got away by Brian O'Callaghan, out of the line, and it's the line ball to Lisgoold. Looking down at Lisgoold bench down here underneath us, they are a little bit worried because there's only a score on it. There's a player for Sars injured out in the middle of the field too as well. I don't know who it is. I saw him down there a while ago, but I just don't know who it is. Number 9, I've been informed here by my camera lady. It's Emmett Fennell. Tom O'Reilly down here. Tom looking for the ball, looking a bit worried. The ball's gone way down to where all the kids are down behind us, where they're eventually going to build up. There's a lot of filling to be done in there. Just down in front of me here with the Puma, and he's back there. Tiger, of course, he was indeed. Tiger Murphy and Bertie York is brought alongside him. 2 great stalwarts, as their father was indeed Bertie Senior, with the Glenmoire and South Club for so many years. And of course, if Tiger will never have any Hall of Fame memories, will be for that goal he got against Kerry back in '83. I remember it. I was filming it on a wet, mucky day in the park. So I suppose it's always nice to have something you'll be remembered for. The huddle of the mentors down there from the school, they're having a chat, the 3 of them, Jim, Donald, Dan and Tom. They're trying to see can they do something to keep this and get it going. All the Sars mentors out there, Sean O'Farrell and Mick Mengen, the coach, they're all out looking worried about their player. Back Mike Woods back here, the number 5, waiting to see it. And unfortunately in the cold day today, it's cold. It's not raining, but it's cold. There's a chill in the air. I mean, you're togged off out there and you're hot from running, and then all of a sudden you have a break like this. It might be hard to get the system going again. But anyway, it's number 12 actually, not number 9, Emmett Fennell, who was in that time. It is Mick Mooney. He's got a bandage to the head, and I hate saying it, but a lot of players out there don't have helmets, and I think nowadays they should have helmets. Anyway, Riverstown Pharmacy, they are a bit of advertising for her coming off the field, as Mike Woods comes to take this one. Mike looks very sturdy, and he got a nice one. Sends it right into the space. Tom Gentleman coming onto it over there with Eamon Ryan, but Eamon gets it first this time. Eamon's shot's blocked down by Ron Hennessy, half blocked down by Declan O'Shea. Got away by Mike Barry into Liam Welch. Liam Welch now turning, gets called lovely over there on the far side for Tim McAuliffe. Tim McAuliffe looking up, his shot is well blocked down deep, but it comes only to Declan O'Shea. Declan turning, and his shot is equally well blocked down by the number 4, and that's Gerald Hart that goes out, and it's a 65 to this goal. So 2 very good blocking down there by Sars. First one by their number 5, Matthew Murphy, and the second one by their number 4, Judd Hart. But it all round out to the 65 in. The game is now again, because since that stopped to the injury, it's just gone a little bit dead. You know, you can feel him in the crowd. And actually, talking about, there is a nice sized crowd here for this time of the year. This is the 20th of November, and we're playing the East Cork V final. Really, maybe they should start the games earlier in the year so that the finals are played at least. This year might be an exception, but generally the finals will be played better. That's a lovely ball in. Oh, a lovely score from Donny Murphy. A very nice one indeed. So Donny opens his scoring for the afternoon, and it's just coming up to 12 minutes of the second half, so 2 points between the teams once more. It's 6 points to South, or 6 points to Lisgoold, and the scoreboard has gone wrong below there. I see that, putting up the wrong score. Yes, I see the chairman of the local club, Peter Hogan, down telling the fellow on the scoreboard he gave a point to South instead to Lisgoold, and he forgot that they changed around at half time maybe. So it's 6-4, not 5-5 as the scoreboard was saying. I think that could be very confusing then. Anyway, this is a chance for Declan Keneally. Declan sent this one high, dropping in, a very dangerous one side chance here. Hurley's got for Jerry Ryan, gets to it, it goes very close line, it's gone out and it's gone wide. So very dangerous there again in that one in, and those balls dropping on the square, it's so dangerous, we just don't know where they're going to go. Ned O'Keefe with a good puck out once more, breaking underneath us, underneath Liam Welch, can't see it, it's Brian who does, Mike Valley trying to get in there, Liam Welch trying to poke it out he does, gets a little shot to it and it comes very close to the line here. Dick Noche, his time, don't take his time too much because there's 2 South players come to him, but he still gets it this time and sends it on in towards Brian Woods. Brian Woods gets a flick in as far as Tom Gentleman, a danger man if any were well hooked, he's half-fended, or he takes a shot eventually and puts it out to right and puts it right. But that was a great bit of hooking indeed by Gerard Haft, I think it was the number 4 for South, because Tom Gentleman, as I said, so dangerous when he gets the ball around the square, but that really was a lovely bit of hooking and prevented the score. That was definitely a great chance for Tom. Patrick O'Connor with the puck out. Last time that happened, South came down and got a score. Can they do the same? No. Drop in the middle once more. Hurley's go for it. It's back down and flicked away a little bit by Evan Finlan. But it only comes far as Mike Barry. Mike Barry doing well since he moved out around the middle of the field. Doubled on by Matt Murphy. Comes to Tom Gentleman once more. Tom now, 2 players on him. This time he's a bit more time. Again a lovely bit of blocking down. Flicked on by Declan O'Shea a little bit. Stopped by Matthew Murphy. Breaking out this side by South. Eamon Finlan with it. It's again once more with Matthew Murphy. His shot comes to Eamon Finlan. Eamon Finlan for South now. And Eamon gets the eventually and tears it out the danger for South. Way down to the side of the field. There's a race on with Oliver Williams and Gerard Gray. Gerard picks it up nicely. He's on the ground now. Oliver Williams steps over him and it goes out over the line. And the linesman down here says that it came off of Oliver Williams and it's the line ball into South. Gerard Gray, or I should say John Murphy to take it. Gerard seems to have moved out onto the half forward line now where he's originally supposed to start for South. Gets a nice one indeed. Sends it away across. Jerry Ryan up there comes off. Oh, he caught it in the second go. As I said all the time, great cornerback. Bring it away out. Good defending indeed. But it breaks out as far as John Murphy once more. John Murphy trying to get away from Liam Welch. On the shoulder run, Liam following him. Liam looks a bit heavy now at the moment. Had a long season. He comes and gets it. Oh, that's a lovely ball. If that goes over the bar, it's a lovely score. John Murphy has got all the last scores for South. The last one in the first half and the 2 in this half, with 15 minutes, so a quarter of the game to go. 1 point between the teams. This is a game that could wind up level. Out it goes again, a good puck off made once more, out the far side of the field, well caught by Tim McAuliffe. Tim looking what to do with it. Now he sends a dangerous ball in towards Brian Woods, but it's caught inside, well inside by Gerard Hart and cleared out as far as Donny Murphy. Donny, all the time in the world, there's a nice dangerous ball in once more. It's dropping, oh, and Brian Woods just turned his back in it and never watched the ball. Oh, bad weather for Costa, I'm afraid. Donny Murphy once more. Oh, very high hurley from Eamon Finlan. Yes, I thought he would get his name taken. And yes, the substitute is coming on once more. It's the number 8, Declan Whelan, coming on once more. For number 18, Declan Whelan coming on as a substitute for Lisgoold. I don't know yet who's coming off. That's like Seamus Fleming to me though. I better check with the South people. Martin, would you ask the South first? What's the name of the fellow that went on? The sub for Lisgoold, going on there. It's Fleming, isn't it? Ball is high anyway, and it's gone over the bar from John Gentleman. His 5th score of the game. And I make it 16.5 minutes gone. But don't hear Declan Whelan, but it's not. Seamus Fleming, isn't it? Oh, yes, yeah. Whoever typed this out from Carrick-Tool made a stupid job of it, yeah. Yeah, it's Seamus Fleming, all right, I'm right. It's Seamus Fleming who's gone on. They changed the numbers round on the Lisgoold side to the Carrick side, just to test me here. Back with Brian O'Callaghan. Brian O'Callaghan clearing it out. It is Seamus Fleming who's gone on. Donny Murphy. Donny, there's a nice ball in. Dangerous in. Patrick Conlon is all the way in it. Watch him as Brian Woods and Seamus, but it's blocked down a bit by Seamus Fleming. Seamus Fleming now running for it. Seamus trying to get to it. He came out on the county final, but it's picked up over there by Ron Hennessy. Ron Hennessy for South trying to go. He's been fired. Now come across the Liam Welch. A nice clearance out. It comes out foul. This is Emmett Fennell with it, and then gets it left-handed up to the side of the field. Jerry Gray with Oliver Williams once more. Yes, Tom Cameron said that Oliver put the holiday around and fouled him as he was coming to the ball, and it's a free once more into South. 7 points to 5. A chance for another point here. John Murphy's been very good so far since he started taking the frees. So this is well within his capabilities. And we'll be down to 1 point once more. 18 minutes gone in the second half. Looks good from here anyway. It has a tail in it, but it's gone wide. Just had a tail in it. It started off well and it just tailed to the right and went wide. So shouting down here on the south bench, I heard Shawnee Fallow there shouting down to tell Bernard Carney to get ready for them. So Bernard Carney, he'll be wearing 22, will be coming on for them soon. Seamus Fleming trying to get it in. Right, he kicks it eventually towards Liam Welch. Liam Welch with Ron Hennessy coming up behind him. Ron robs him nicely that time, but Liam is still not giving up easily, and Liam floats it out towards the side of the field. Mike Barry decides to leave it, and it comes out fast. Shawnee McCarthy, the substitute. Shawnee trying to get away from Mike Woods. Mike Woods. Donny Murphy now comes. Donny blocks it down very well, and it comes to Mike Woods some more. Mike taking it very casual, but he still gets it, and he sends it into the danger area, into our Brian Woods. Ball breaks down. Brian can't get to it. He gets in touch with it now eventually. Comes Tom Gentleman. Tom Gentleman have a chance here. Well blocked there by Patrick O'Connell. Patrick O'Connell gets out the side of the field. The Liam Welch now. Liam Welch taps it, tries to get out to Tom Gentleman. He can't do it so, but Ron Hennessy picks it up. And Liam Welch eventually clears it out to John O'Connor. And John O'Connor with it. A nice attacking clearance from John O'Connor. But batted out. Mikey Tom coming out with it. He's on the ground again. This is Declan Keneally. Declan Keneally trusting with Sean O'Shea. Donny Murphy, Oliver Williams in there as well. Very close to the line. It's Shawnee McCarthy with it. Shawnee trying to pick it up. He does. He gets it. A dangerous ball. Inside watching all the way is Jerry Ryan. Jerry Ryan getting it away from Mick Mooney. But only comes out fast. Joe Gray, the captain. Joe Gray hits it high. He looks a good one from this angle, but again it's gone to the right and wide. Heart-stopping stuff now at the moment for both teams. 7 points to 5. 2 points in it. And almost 20 minutes gone. Yes, going in is Bernard Carney. So Bernard Carney, the other substitute, going on for Sars. Don't know who he's replacing. He's replacing the number 10, Terry O'Brien. Ned Keefe once more, happy to take the puck out here. That one could have went over the bar as well. Both sides. It's getting so dark here now in Carrick-Tool this afternoon. And as I said, we're so lucky that it's not raining because we wouldn't see the ball at all. Out to Mick Mooney with a bandage round his head. Mick Mooney outside Joe Ryan, but Mick floats it high up in the air. Underneath is Mikey Tom once more, pulled down by Declan Keneally, who's gone into full forward. Joe Gray, the original full forward, he has up in his hand. He's been caught, he's been held by the full-back, MT Hickey, and now it's a free in, and this is a chance now for John Murphy, I think, who'll take it, to bring it back once more to just a point between the teams. And 20.5 minutes gone. In this light, the fella could nearly go for the goal, but he won't. He puts it over the bar. All the last scores, the 4 scores, coming from the Hurley, the stick of John Murphy, that number 11. A point between the teams. 21 minutes. 9 minutes to go. As I said, this in the hands of Seamus Fleming. Seamus Fleming trying to break out the players. Flicked off of him there by Sean McCarthy. Break out to the side. It's Mike Barry now with it. Mike Barry getting away there from the intentions of Eamon Fennell and sends it on in towards the centre. But picked up inside by Eamon Ryan. Eamon Ryan shot his half blocked down. It comes here to Ron Hennessy and Eamon Fennell getting each other's way. Michael Barry has it now. Mikey Barry hits it into the middle towards Pat West. Coming across with it Brian Woods. Brian Woods put it into the mud and coming across him with Brian O'Callaghan to him. But back out again towards Seamus. On the ground, picked up by Declan O'Shea. Declan O'Shea hooked it. In golfing term, he hooked it and sent it out to the right and sent it wide. So down the sideline, the mentors are going up and down. They're panicking. Their excitement is just as bad in the sideline as it is out in the field. 8 minutes to go. The puck out once more, dropping right around the middle of the field. They're there all the time. Pulled on. Got away, but taken away off him by Tim McAuliffe. Here comes to Brian Callahan. Brian Callahan. Brian Callahan, does he want to be careful again, or Tommy would throw the ball in? Brian O'Callaghan, the centre back. Brian sends this one high. Oh, it's a dangerous ball. It's dropping right into the square. Hawley's got for it. It's batted out. Got away by Donny Murphy. Out towards Shawnee McCarthy now for it. Mike Woods is coming out after him. Shawnee turns nicely though. This is going to the right once more. It won't width. It's gone out and it's gone wide. A lot of chances for Stars gone out to the right hand side of that goal. Huh? Puck out by Ned O'Keefe once more. Dropping right in the middle. It's getting quite cool and chilly here in Carrigtwohill as well. It's extremely dark. Flicked on. Out to Mike Woods. Mike Woods with Shawnee McCarthy. A little hand pass away out towards Tim McAuliffe. Tim in a bit of space this time. Turns, looks at it, and he opens his shoulders and fires that one in towards Brian Woods. Brian Woods can't get to it. Watch inside is Patrick O'Connell, and he gets it and clears it out once more. Out as far as John O'Connor, he's the midfielder. John O'Connor now coming to him is Tom Nagel. But John whips it and it's half locked down. It comes out towards Mike Woods here. Mike, yes, his holiday was played. Tom Canavan says, and it's a free once more for Donny Murphy. A goal, I'm sure, for any team at this stage could really seal this game up. There's so little between them. The scoring is so hard to get. It's 7 points to 6. Donny Murphy to take it, the captain. A change once more. Shawnee McCarthy has gone back in. Donny, who sends it out here towards Declan O'Shea. Declan has it. Sends a quick one across the middle, but no, there's a good player waiting there for it. Ronnie waiting there was John O'Connell, and his shot was blocked down. And Tommy Canavan has given a free. I honestly don't know what he's given the free for. He's given a free in anyway. Against it looks like Ger Hafton, number 4. I honestly don't know what it's for, but anyway it doesn't matter because Tom Gentleman has a chance to get another score. Get his 6th score of the afternoon. And there must be somebody else yet to know because Tommy is after bringing it into the centre. And Tyke Murphy down there showing lightning because he's right. This is the kind of light that a goal could be poached very quickly. If you'd like to John Finton out there now, I'd be very worried about this one. Or even Carl Casey. Maybe Tom Gentleman. I think he'll probably go for his point. He's been told to go for his point anyway. So the gent, as they call him out in Lisgoold, yes, doesn't make any mistake with it, puts it over the bar. For his 7th point of the afternoon and 25 minutes gone. Another sub gone on for, there's another sub on for Lisgoold. I don't know who it is yet. I've been informed here by Mike O'Connell. So he might tell me who it is in a minute. Tim McAuliffe trying to get away with it now. A 2-point lead, a very gentle one, well blocked down by John Murphy. Back to John O'Connor, equally well stopped him by Mike Barry. And it's Tim McAuliffe and John Murphy. He seems to be a nice player. He fell over, but it comes to John O'Connor. He runs straight into referee, wants a free, and well, again, oh, that's what I would call it. 6 to 1, half a dozen the other. Number 19, and that's Declan Whelan, the man I mentioned earlier on, has gone on. So Declan Whelan has gone on for Lisgoold. So 2 subs on for each team so far. Chance here for John Murphy to bring it back to 1 point once more. And this looks a better one. It's dropping dangerously in. Well caught inside by Joe Gray, or Jerry Ryan, I should say. And Jerry Ryan gets it out very close to the line. It's with John Murphy once more. He's another chance at it. This time it's looking central. It's going all the way. Ned is watching it. It's gone over the bar. And we have 26 minutes gone. And as I said, John Murphy, the sole scorer since the 31st minute for Stars in this game. But Tom Gentleman, Donny Murphy, the sole one for his goal. There's Declan Whelan over now. Declan to number 19, getting it on in. It breaks in towards the middle, towards Emmett Fennell. Emmett Fennell starts to back up now. They're going to go. There's only a point between the teams. This game, as I said, could end in a draw. Maybe the kind of day that's been in it, it might be a right result. Might give them a chance to come back another day. Back into towards the centre once more. It's coming out far as this is the cornerback, Eamon Ryan. Eamon Ryan, referee, I thought he got a turning, but Tommy Canavan says no, that he was fouled, and it's a free in. 27 minutes gone. 27, 3 minutes to go. A point in it. A point in it. Well, will we have to come back another wet, miserable November day, or another dry, sunny November day, or December day, or whenever? But anyway, it's with John Murphy, the danger man here. John Murphy to McAuliffe after him. John Murphy, the man with the chance. The dangerous ball in, batted down by Oliver Williams. Comes across to Mike Woods. Mike Woods gets to Mike Woods, clears the way off the far side of the field. Only two Southmen over there. Tom Gentleman running after him, but he won't get to him. It's with the other substitute came on, Bernard Carney. Can he make a name for himself? Dropping, dangerous, in, putting on it. The ball breaks up. It's Oliver Williams, gets the foot, gets the hurley to it. Cleared out as far as Mike Barry. Mike Barry, robbed by Mick Mooney. Mick Mooney trying to break his way through. And it's a free and a chance here. Definitely for the equaliser with 28 minutes. Mikey Tom Hickey impeded the movement of Mick Mooney. And a chance now for here. And I make it just 2 minutes to go to the end of the half. So this should be the equaliser. John Murphy's missing very little so far. And this time, yes, he doesn't miss this one either. For a minute, I thought the umpire was very slow on going for it. So it's 8 points apiece. 28, over 28 minutes gone. Our Star's going to go down and steal this. Our Lisgoold going to come up and win it. There's, I've been asked here by JJ Barry, a county championship goalkeeper, what time is left. A minute and a half. A minute and a half left in it. It breaks back into middle. Donny Murphy can't get to it. It's Tom Gentleman who does. And Tom sends it out this way. Now there's a race on for it. Declan O'Shea is running out here. Declan gets to it first, but he gets a little push there by Ger Hart. Now Seamus Fleming with it. Seamus just can't get it up. I think both teams will be quite happy just to play it out and leave the time to wriggle away. It's very close to the line up there. The action, it's with Seamus Fleming with it. He's got a chance. He gets it half to Hurley, goes in towards the middle. Inside there was second wheel, he couldn't get it, and it's gotten it cleared out a little bit by Matthew Murphy. On the outside, the danger man, Tom Gentleman. A shot, and it's a goal, is it? Yes, it's a goal! It's a goal! 29 minutes gone. 29 minutes gone, and it's a goal. But the game isn't over till it's over. I said the danger man got it. And he did. Oh, well caught by Tim McAuliffe. Oh! My shoulder says Eamon Fennell. Well, he might have caught him with his shoulder, but you can only do shoulder to shoulder, not shoulder to chest. And all of the Lisgoold mentors running out there now in the moment of excitement that they're going to score up with we're actually only 30 seconds of actual playing time to go. And Tommy Canavan having a word out there. Manhandling down the head and out there, and Tommy shouldn't be doing that. He can tell him go away, but he shouldn't manhandle him. And he's having a word, and Tom will be better off now to bring him away. Just leave one man deal with him. Anyway, there'll be added on time. We're into the 30 minute now, so we're into added on time after this. But for a while there it looked like South were the ones who were going to go down and sneak this. And up it came, broke down, and broke out to the man who probably would be the most dangerous forward to get, and that was Tom Gentleman. And I thought he'd go for the point, but no, he went for the corner. Patrick O'Connell died for it. And Tommy Canavan, what's he going to do? He's awarded, I thought he would do for me, he was going to throw up, but a chance for Tom Gentleman to get what they call in the game the insurance point. Or either way, anyway, there'll be surely 30 seconds or more added on. We're on to 31 minutes now. He throws this one high. It looks a good one from this angle. Yes, that's surely it now. 31 minutes gone. There comes to Mick Mooney. Mick Mooney gets into attack. They're still not over.
pulled down by Declan Keneally, played very well in this game so far. Breaks loose, breaks out to Sean McCarthy. Sean McCarthy inside him, but he can't get it in. There's one of his players inside, I don't know who it is. But getting again is Jerry Ryan. Jerry Ryan strong on the ground, one hand of it to hold. He gets out towards Tim McAuliffe. Tim McAuliffe kicking it, trying to get away from Emmett Finn. Out there is Bernard Carney. Bernard Carney had it. He's maybe delaying it too long because there can't be too much time added on. He did his ball dropping in down the square. In towards Ned. Ned had it. Coming on to him is Declan Keneally, but Ned breaks his way out of him and gets it out. Holding in all flies out Ned's hand, and it's over! Lisgoold have at it. The East Cork Junior B Hurling Championship final to their trophies, and they are the county in the East Cork Championship finals. But to be honest about it, they had to hold on very tightly, and only for the gent today, he was the difference with scores from frees and the scores from play. And we'll go down long low with the cameras and we'll watch Jerry O'Sullivan, the chairman of the East Cork Board, present the trophy to Donny Murphy, the captain.
Good stuff. Just about deserved it, maybe. I mean, they put up this in fairness, and we didn't. A lot of our players didn't play up to scratch, and probably conditions didn't show here, but still we won at the end of the day. So thanks very much.
First of all, I would like to happily congratulate both teams on the outstanding game of hurling they gave us here this evening. I think both teams can be proud of the part they played in today's game, and I think they brought B grade hurling back to where it should be, back at the top of the calendar. I've always maintained that B grade hurling is as important as A grade or intermediate or senior, and I think the way these two teams contested today's final, they proved that over and over again. I think Lisgoold, having won the county, I'm quite sure they were determined that they were going to prove beyond all doubt that they were the best team in East Cork, and they have achieved that here today with this victory over Sars. But fair play to Sars, they made a tremendous game of it, and they were there right to the very end. And I suppose Lisgoold must be relieved at this stage. It's now finally finished for this season, and it. I would also like to thank the Carricktool Club for granting us their facilities here today and for having them in such excellent condition, particularly when you consider the weather we've been having all along. And also all thanks to the referee for today, Tommy Canavan, and his officials. So now it gives me great pleasure on behalf of the board to present this trophy to a man who has been an inspiring captain throughout the year for Lisgoold, and I don't think any more worthy captain, Donny Murphy.
Donny, look at the system. Look in this way now, Leigh. Eddie!
Mr. Chairman, thanks very much. It is a great pleasure for me to accept this trophy on behalf of the Lisgoold team. I'd like to thank Sars for a good game of hurling, and I wish them the best. I'd like to thank the players and the mentors, the selectors, our trainer and our team manager for all the commitment they showed throughout the year. It's been a long year for us. We've been training since February, and today's the 20th of November. It's been a long year, and the commitment they showed, the team showed, from winning the county to today, I think we deserve this. And 3 cheers now for Sars. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip.
Hello, Brendan, how are you?
Very good,
And John Joe, did you enjoy that?
Good stuff.
Cost stopping stuff, doesn't it?
Stopping stuff as well.
Yeah. Feel worried for a while, I tell you.
Small for a while, all right, but things starting themselves out.
Did you go and say no?
Brendan, okay. Are you well?
Feel worried inside the for a while,
Oh, yeah, smart. We're okay now.
Oh, excuse me. Were you playing cards today, were you?
No, not really.
No,
not really.
What happened the time we don't puck out? We take the bag.
No, the hash was only out.
Hi, Brendan.
Excuse me, the super sub against you.
There you are, boy. Shows the trick. Oh, I tell you, made my date be brought on to win it.
I know. Tim? Well, of course, they're playing an old club of yours, like. But they showed the spirit they always had, did they?
They beat us in the league, so we had to come back today.
Yeah.
And the championship is what it's all about.
Yeah. So it's great to have 2 cups this year,
Oh, absolutely brilliant. Absolutely.
Good stuff. Good to see you this way. Tony? Any worries throughout the game you mightn't get today? Were you a bit worried at the stage?
That's what's worrying, all right, I suppose.
Here, the Jin told me that night, he said, I'm trying not to get a goal to the last minute, I want to last this way.
It's the right time to get a goal.
Is that right?
That's right.
It came the right time.
You'll be all broken, I'll be able to...
I will.
No, please, boy. I'm only just sitting down.
Settling down, I know. Too tough stuff, one day.
Just have something.
I thought it was going to be the Brandy and Nolan.
I thought it was going to be a Johnny, but I went into the gent and I said to him, he was after making 4 runs and being blocked down.
Yeah.
I said, don't let this happen in the next ball, you go straight for goal. You'll surely be looking up to get one before the goal, and he got it.
He got it, that's the
Mike, take care anywhere, no?
Noel?
How are you?
Suffering.
They're only on the
No harm there to get over it.
Yeah. Hi, Mike.
Hey, Brendan.
Did you enjoy the game today? What did you be out there?
No, it wasn't too bad. It's good now considering the day, like.
Well, like this field, I said, it's the best field in this park. Hi, Mike.
Could be heavy before the night is out.
Well, that's the difference, you know, Mike. Listen, when they were jumping the field, they find it going rough, like, you know.
I was beep.
You're beep, yeah. And then,
Hi, Brendan.
You're going with tough.
exciting on that one.
Very exciting stuff. Another good night in front of us.
You'll be around tonight.
I won't like
Yeah.
Liam,
Oh, yeah.
you didn't have it hard in that one.
Yeah, no, I took a break.
Didn't give as much punishment, so they didn't.
Yeah, no.
No.
It'll be pulled through anyway.
Well, Jim, that one was fairly tight,
It was
wasn't it?
very close, very tight. We were good enough all through. Like, I thought whoever got the goal was going to win it. Like. And lucky enough, we got the goal. Both sides missed chances, but I still think we're the better team. We'll say we're winning, yeah.
Yeah, no, when you have
we have the 3 in a row, we'll have
Yeah.
so we have it. We're probably going to win next year.
Yeah. Well done, that's what I like to hear.
Thanks, Brendan.
Put up the rest of them, will you?
Put up the rest and we'll be up.
Neil's not in on
Yeah,
to worry about
we
you.
need to carry it. We'll do that. Okay.
we get another video.
I have any for ages.
Again.
I sent them home early.
Oh, Bob.
Great win, man. Great winner. Together, man. Oh, fierce for in, fierce for in, man.
Do you think it's going to be a draw there for a while?
We were worried all the time.
Go the other way.
We were worried for the whole hour.
A brilliant second half.
Yeah, well, you would think, all right, that when South came back and got the equaliser, that's all the worst win.
Yeah, we thought it was a draw then.
We thought for a while that we told Jerry Ryan, he was coming small angle.
Oh, yeah.
He
Well,
saved the day, like.
Jim told me that he said he's going to keep that in their toes. He's going to get scores in the last minute.
That's right.
Hey, Billy, what do you think of that one?
Well, I suppose the game we missed chances, Brendan, overall, but at the same time, like the last part of all, there was some thrilling exchanges in the last part of all. Possibly, I thought they may have finished level at 8 points each, but you can't bet a cute Kerry man, Tom Gentleman, a fair play to him. He took his chance, he could have shot it over the bar, took his chance, put it into the net, and then flies it over the winner, like to give Anthony, to give Lisgoold a good victory overall. I suppose you could say they're probably, definitely, I suppose, deserved to win it. Even though it could have been a draw, they probably deserved to win it. And fair play to them, they won it a great year, won 3 championships, and here's the next year for Jonah Ranks. They'll be a great addition to Jonah Ranks and East Cork, and they'll keep the blue and gold colours flying. Look how we do indeed. I see you, Brendan. Hello, ladies. Oh, yeah.
How cool is this? It's cool. No. We'd like to do one.
Good in bottom of the manor.
You want that? That's the one we want, huh?
Yeah, well, Benny Cordy said you had 3 championships in 1 year.
Yeah.
You wouldn't expect that to happen, would you?
Not if you're well, but we're in the older chance all the time, like.
Yeah. But it's a great year, that's the
Great year. It's great to get up on there.
Yeah.
They did their best in you, so that's all they could.
Well, no matter what you win, you do your best to win. It's kind of We'll see again, so on.
He's strict enough, I can.
I suppose you thought each you were going to get a draw in the end, was it?
Well, I suppose the goal was decisive anyway. Whoever was going to get the goal was going to win it.
Yeah.
The school got it, and well done to them.
Yeah. The thing I found about it, that really 2 players really were the main scorers. That was your John Murphy and your Tom Gentleman. He got the goal, so...
Yeah, and Joe wasn't as good as usual off frees, and he missed a few in the first half. He made up for in the second half, but I think at the end of the day, Lisgoold just about deserved it.
But you played forward enough, so the kind of a day for good free taking anyway.
Oh no, dull day, heavy ball, heavy pitch. You know, it was difficult for forwards, but I thought the 2 teams gave great entertainment, great value.
But you won the football last week anyway, so you've something to you.
With an older team than that, more experience.
Yeah. I wouldn't have said that, no, but you did it all right.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Well, that's it from Carricktool. Lisgoold. They have won another one, the East Cork Championship. Jim Geary says, up next year up to A. Can they perform well in the A? I think they have enough players. I've seen them this year and I think they have the players. In the past couple of years they've actually have the players. But you need to win something to get the conference, and maybe they can do well in the A next year. They have won the A, they won the East Cork and the County Junior B Hurling Championship. So from Carricktool now, we'll say goodbye for a while, and someday during the week we'll go and meet the players again, maybe in Lisgoold or in Burgess or somewhere. Well done to Lisgoold. Commiserations to Stars. But they've won the Junior B last week in the football. As Bertie Oak says, older players. We'll see Lisgoold during the week. From here in Carricktool, Park to Barra, we say bye for now. Well, here we are again in Lisgoold. Hardly worthwhile going home, really, after the last night here with me again. I have Donny, the captain, Donny Murphy. Donny, the last night you were hoping you'd won it, to win this one, but actually now you have 3 championships this year. Really, as you said, you never won anything before. Now you have an East Cork County, and was it the Cooney Cup? The Uffling Cup, that one, yeah. So, really, a tremendous year. You couldn't have expected more out of the year.
Oh, it was a great year for us, and it was very important for us to win the East Cork Sunday after winning the county, like, to knock the good out of the county if we got beaten the Sunday. And, you know, we proved ourselves, I suppose, worthy county champions anyway on Sunday.
Yeah. It
it was hard going, Donny, wasn't it?
It was a tough game. We expected it from Sars. We knew like that they'd be all out to beat us, like, and with Timmy McCall playing with us, then like, and Joe Gray playing with him, and next to Lisgoold, we knew there'd be a bit of a sting, like, and we knew they'd be very determined. But thankfully it worked out in a way that.
Well, obviously they'd be going out to dethrone the county champions. I mean, that'd be a great boost for them, wouldn't it?
That's right, yeah. I remember 4 or 5 years ago there, Castlines won the county championship, and we met him in the semi-final of the East Cork, and we were all out to beat him, and we drew him the first day and we beat him the second day. So it, like, there's a bit of pressure on, like, being county champions.
No, I'm not going to hold you long now tonight, because I know that you're all tired after the end of the year and everything. And the one question I'm going to ask you: you're planning going up in A next year. Do you go up with a good deal of hope?
Yes, I think we have to be hopeful anyway. Like, there's a panel of fairly good players, like, you know, and the panel is big. Like, there's 24, 25 players there, and you know, there's a few younger players there to come on. And, you know, any of us there's another couple of years and some few anyway, and you know, we just hope to build in this year now, and this might get us going, like.
Yeah. Well, as I say, yeah, this year was great. You had a great run, and it definitely should stand here. And I wish you well next year. Look forward to maybe seeing you doing a bit better. Who knows? It has been done before. You could count in the A next year. Tony, congratulations.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks very much.
Stand with me. I have 2 players who played in the county, and one who's a super sub, but he started the last year. I won't say whether he was super not the last year, but anyway, nearest me I've Matt Murphy, midfielder. Matt, as I said to Donny, it was hardly worthwhile going home, and you said thanks be to God for that. But it was a totally different type of game last Sunday, wasn't it?
Different game altogether. Like, there was a pile of bunching around the middle of the field, you know. Very hard to get a shot, and they hunted in packs. Very hard to hold against them. The ball wasn't moving even as fast as it was in the park. Even like both places are heavy, but it seemed to be like dither last Sunday. I'd say that the fact Carricktool dried out a lot faster. Yeah. You know, maybe a shower of rain in the morning might have done it probably better than anything else, like, you know. But it was alright anyway. Get the result, which was the main thing.
Yeah. Mike, you came on as a sub in the county final, which I often think is an easier thing to do because you're on the sideline all keyed up wanting to come on. But you moved out midfield as well. Did you find it going tough around midfield as well? I really thought that the ground Carricktool pitch is a good best pitch to get around this Cork, but it seemed very heavy on the legs.
Yeah, it certainly was. Especially the grass was a bit longer, and it was pointless pulling in the ball. And I find that sometimes that's what you're best to do in midfield when you haven't got speed. Just pull in the ball and get rid of it.
You're trying to say you don't have any speed?
Well, that's probably a known fact. And I suppose the soft ground didn't help either, you know. And
well, it probably slowed the rest of them down towards your speed anyway, didn't it?
I don't know, not quite. But they were very strong around midfield and very physical. Yeah. And certainly anytime they came near you, they hurt you. You know, they were very strong.
Did you see them against Middleton in the semi-final?
I did, yeah, and certainly they were way better. There's no doubt about that. And certainly they upped their performance, and probably because we were on a high from the county final, it was hard for us to repeat it, but at the same time, it was we won, and that was, as Matt said, that was the main thing.
Well, it doesn't matter what you win by or how you win once you win, because, I mean, there's no game easy nowadays, no matter what we go about it. Brian Woods, the last day we were talking about the goals you got and the point you put over the bar and the doubling on it. It was definitely much harder last Sunday. The balls were coming a lot different into you. But the one thing I said just before we came into the interview is that actually you made the goal. You blocked down the back to their number 5 was hitting it out. Yeah. Do you remember that incident yourself? Just said you were involved in a goal making anyway.
Right. A couple of times the full back or the corner back, they cast balls and they were trying to get rid of them. I stopped, I hooked them, or if I didn't, I blocked them down a couple of times. Like if you're going to hold the ball in around the square, there's more than likely or not, especially Tom Gentleman around the square, because he is very effective and he's fast and he's able to pick off the goals handy enough, all right.
At that stage, like looking back now, it is grand he got the goal. But would you thought that should he have win for the point with your hat in your mouth when it was heading towards the goal?
Tom Gentleman, he's a good strike of a ball, and if he thinks there's a chance of a goal, like, he's going to have a crack off it, and you're like, he'll go for the goal, like.
And all right, last question, lads. When you saw that other point sailing over, were the hearts a bit more relaxed then?
I suppose it was like, you know, it is hard to think back. I don't, funny I can't remember much about the game yet. You know, it takes a bit of time to sink in, but definitely it was very relieving to see that last point going over, even to see when the goal went in, like, it was relieving, but still, like, they always say a goal is a dangerous lead. You know,
2 points of us, believe me.
Leading up to the goal and the point, we were up 8-7, and it was something I'll never forget from the game was that I was involved in giving away the free that they equalised, and definitely my head went down after that, and I didn't actually see the goal. There was someone probably in my way or something, but there was such a roar went up when we scored. There's no way Sars were going to come back. No. I know that we did get a point, and maybe, like, I know we were up a goal, but there's no way they were going to come back. Not a hope.
I like to hear that. And you felt the same, Brian?
Yeah, I felt the same. I think if the point never came, we were still going to win in there, because it was going to be very hard to score a goal in the last few minutes of the game, especially with our backs playing so well. Like.
It always looked that the team that get the goal, like, we're going to win. Yeah. You know, that's what it looked like anyway to me.
And you got it. Yeah. Well, lads, here's to next year and greater things. All right, enjoy the celebrations now right through the Christmas. Thanks very much. Three more people, a selector, Dan Ahern, Tom Nagel and Declan Whelan. Dan, you're nearest to me here again. You were a wee bit panicky at the sideline, I would say a little bit on Sunday, were you, at times?
A bit panicky at times, all right, definitely. I was a bit worried, probably a bit too close for comfort, really, like, you know. Especially when it came to when they brought it back to 8 points apiece with 2 minutes to go, like. They looked like going to win it, didn't like. But lucky enough, we got the vital score, as the fella says.
I often feel myself that the team who are behind, and if they start coming at the end of the match, they can often bypass you so quick, can't they?
Oh, definitely. Like, Sars really came back at us in the second half, like, especially around centre field, it had in the half hour line, they were winning an awful lot of ball, like, and we got very kind of scattered in our game, like, and there was an awful lot of loose men, and we weren't trying to be picking them up at all, like, and now they were winning an awful lot of ball there.
I would say that Donny and Brian O'Callaghan, the two centre-backs, were going to have a game of tennis to each other, batting to each other a while. Do you remember that?
That's right, yeah. There was a bit of just kind of going off here, like, and like getting stuck in a hole kind of a thing. But I think the pitch had a bit of a bearing on it too, because it was fairly wet and the grass seems to be fairly long in the pitch, and it's it ruled out good hurling, really, like, you know, to a certain extent, you know.
Thanks, Dan. Tom Nagel, midfielder. Tom, I always say to anyone who plays midfield, it's one of the toughest jobs. A goalkeeper is the toughest job because he's always blamed. But besides that, out the field, because you're expected to do an immense amount of running in the forward line, the back line, and helping out. But last time they say you found it tough going.
Extremely tough, yeah. It's been a very long year. I'm glad it's over, actually. And winning everything is a big bonus, like. But at the time of year, really, it's bound to be like that. But it's the same for everybody. And like you say, probably a bit of extra running to do out there. It told at the end, like.
I see the third limbs, all right. Dan was saying there about that. I thought actually Declan Keneally for them, really. You could see his senior experience as well as Tim McCall, which he's showing out there, really. He did put a lot of problems your way around the middle, didn't he?
Yeah, they two lads there, like the fella lad I was marking as well, O'Connor. They were well able to catch the ball, like. It was hard to stop him, really. But yeah, we did enough. You know, yeah, that's what it's all about.
We always look about anything about midfield. If you're getting anywhere around 50%, you're doing all right. You can't win everything there. Declan Whelan, I kind of said you were coming on twice in the game, because when Seamus Fleming came on, I looked at the programme and I thought he'd be your number, but actually you did come on. On the sideline, were you feeling the pinch and the nerves? Do you think you'd never get into the game?
Really, like, when you look at it from the sideline, I guess, you know, you're twice as aged up as the players. Like, when you're out in the pitch, I know that at least you're there, you can contribute something, like, but on the sideline it's a lot harder, you know. And I was really, it's thrilled really to come on, you know. These car final, like, this is one of the greatest occasions so far in the hurling, so keep me going for another while, I know.
So what you find is the fact that being involved in the substitute is important, being involved in the panel is important, but you know, you've participated and you've drawn a medal. Yeah.
Yeah, really, like, you know, when just to come on for the East Cork final, like, it tops it off nicely for the year.
Yeah. And to win it.
And to win it especially, yeah. Definitely.
Well, look, I want to thanks Declan, Tom and Dan, and maybe this time next year we'll be sitting here like Harry Toole did, and never know what you would do with yourself.
Yeah, right. I just want to take this opportunity like to be sending this Australia to Dan, and I'd like to wish him a happy Christmas, and Kevin Woods is out there as well with him, and you know, there's the only chance we get maybe, you know, so hopefully he'll can sit back and relax and enjoy it.
Yeah, does he spend his Christmas day and watching this, is it?
Watching this, yeah. He can, you know, it'll pass away a couple of hours for them out there and so,
will you send them the county final one as well?
Oh, I send them to both, yeah, the county final one and the East Cork one, so I hope they get good few hours enjoyment out of it, and they like.
He might start off a club out there and they'll come home and play you.
That's right, yeah. I know, they might send home a team, take a stand next year. That's it. All right, so Brendan, grand thanks.
I wish him well as well.
All right.
To Dan, Kevin, and anyone else out there, because I know when you're out there in Australia, the Irish actually they show it to all the others as well.
That's right.
So there might be someone else from Cork and whatever.
Yeah, there's a lot of East Cork lads out there at the moment. I was talking to him today on the phone, and he was saying there's about 25 to 30 of them there at the moment, so hopefully they'll be all looking in together maybe and they can enjoy it. All right.
Okay.
Right, Brendan, thanks. All right.
Time with me, I have three more. They're kind of scattered all over the field, but Sean O'Shea is alongside me here. Sean, I didn't meet you at all the last night. I think they said you were a bit under the weather, you touched a flu or something after the last game, or something like that anyway.
I touched a bit, all right.
I bet you found this one a lot tougher going than the county final. It was a much different game altogether.
Yeah, it was a totally different game. I suppose the fact in the park it was more open, we seemed to have more time in the ball. And they kind of made it bunch to that, and, you know.
Do you think, like, what really would have pushed him on, like, as we said, Donny, someone else told me a while ago, when you were playing Castleline some years ago and they were county champions, the fact is to try to dethrone the county champions?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. And then the fact that Timmy McCall was playing with us, a salesman, playing with Lisgoold, they really tried hard like to beat us.
They tried hard, poor Timmy felt it anyway. Liam Welch, the last day you got the punishment that Timmy McCall got, were you feeling sorry for him? Did you say you know how he felt?
Well, I suppose at times there near the end, right, he got a fierce belt, but he's a tough young fella, and there's no fear of him that way. But I suppose it was every bit as tough again as the county final, like, and as Sean said, it was a bit more bunched the last day, and any time you went for the ball, you seemed to have three salesmen down on top of you straight away. So, like, they hunted it like mad. So.
Did you find, like, if you look back now when you have time and hopefully you see the video, that will give you even greater sense of achievement, the fact that with all this pressure on you, being county champions and they're hunting you like packs of dogs and everything, that make you feel better?
Well, I suppose it was a unique achievement to win the double, like, you know, to look back that in years to come, it will be a great satisfaction. I think in a couple of years' time we'll appreciate it more, like. So. Yeah, well, earlier on this year I interviewed with Dennis Welch and a few of them now from Catherine's when they won the county, and they were all young fellas when they won the county back in '83, and they thought they had nothing to do or to go win counties, and the following year again, and he said here we are 11 years later. So, like, you won't be overconfident, you go out working hard for next year as well. That's it, we will. We'll be going up A grade next year anyway, and that'll be a big step up for us. There's very few on the team that played A grade, like, so it will be something to look forward to anyway, and we'll take another big effort again, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, you're all young enough anyway. Over on the far side here, if I can reach over to him, because the gentleman, as they call him, Tom Gent. Tom, for a while you were worrying me, like, even though you were getting most of the scores, but like there was no goal coming. So, as I said, to come out of the pitch, you were just holding on to it till the end, were you?
That's right, yeah, I was holding to the end.
You wanted to tease the lads, like?
Exciting was small with that, right?
But like I said to Brian Woods there, actually, you probably don't remember how he got the ball, but in actual fact, he blocked the ball one of the backs was clearing. So, I mean, like, even though he didn't get when he didn't do as many goals as he did in the county final, at least, he was the cause of the one coming your way.
Yeah, I don't really know how the ball, all I remember is the corner back, or some back anyway. Yeah, he mishit the ball, and I said, this is my chance, like, and the goalie was having a great day, he was stopping everything, and I said I have a cut, and he missed it altogether, like, you know.
Like, there was another one earlier on in that half, if you remember yourself, you got it and you ran for the right corner, and he was out on top of you, and there was a back on top of you, like, they were fairly fast, like greyhounds if you wish.
They were very fast. That was the biggest problem I had with them all day. When you get the ball, there was two of them there at all times, and you could never get a free shot, like they were blocking every time, and they made it very hard, you know.
So it didn't matter whether you got in the first minute or the 31st minute once you got it, never.
It doesn't matter once I got it, that's the main thing, you know. We won. Like.
Well, final question, are you hoping that next year you can do something in the A county final like that, is it?
Well, I don't know, I hope we can achieve something next year, I know, like, it'll probably be coming for a while, like, but we'll try anyway.
Well, as I said, yes, in all seriousness, don't expect too much, but like sometimes when you've gone a long season like this, you still have the fitness, you're starting off better than the other teams out who stopped early on the year, so you have a bit of chance than anyone else. And as you said, some of the other lads said, you've plenty of hurling. What do you feel, Sean? Do you think you've hurling enough in him?
Yeah, I suppose it will be a big step up for us, really. But I mean, we have plenty of good hurlers. Tom there now, and Timmy McCall, and Donny, Johnny Wright. They're very natural hurlers, like. You know, a bit of luck. Hopefully, it'll go right for us.
A bit of luck. You need that sometimes, don't you? Anyway, congratulations to you all, and we'll see what will happen anyway, okay? Right, bye for now. Bear with me, I have three very shy, quiet, retired people. Well, some of them are anyway. Yeah, Mike Woods. Mike, you just said you're tired. Of course, it's been a long season, hasn't it?
It was a long year, right, I suppose. I don't know. It was worth it all in the end, wasn't it?
Yeah, of course, it's worth it in the end. But do you find, like we say now, that it's all over? I often find if when you're training for something, building for something, you can keep going. But all of a sudden, when it's finished, you just feel as if you're drained. Do you feel like, I mean, especially the last end of the year, it's been very heavy. The ground's been very heavy.
Yeah, the ground was heavy, but I was talking to Ned yesterday evening, and like, in a way, it is kind of sad to have it over, you know. It was probably the best year of my life, and it's just sad to have it over.
Yeah, because there was some excitement going on.
So much hype, like.
Yeah. Well, the only good thing about it, Mike, is Christmas is only around the corner, so you can have a lot of celebrating.
That's the problem. We could be broke by then.
Too much celebrating.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you enjoy the game last Sunday, or did you find it too tense?
In comparison to the county final, I thought we didn't seem to be as well walked up as we were in the county final, the day of the county final. But then again, when they came level, I remember I had a few words with Charlie Ryan around the square and things, and the end of the match, then, like, we weren't going to be beaten, and that was, you know, that was the general feeling. No matter what happened, like, we were going to keep going.
Oliver Williams, right corner back. Oliver, Mike said there, like, that you mightn't have been able to build up as much for these Cork finals, but obviously going into Páirc Uí Chaoimh county final definitely must have a momentum all of its own anyway.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah. Last Sunday I thought it was like an anti-climax really, after playing the county final in Páirc Uí Chaoimh. The same hype wasn't around the village for it either, but on the day we did the business, and that's the main thing.
You found it you found it a bit tough at times there, like there was, you know, like if you were to turn to follow a ball in, the ground was very slippery and very wet, and obviously I always find that kind of conditions is dangerous for cornerbacks and full back line, because one slip and forward could be in. Did you find it yourself?
Oh yeah, well I knew that going out, like, it was coached into us beforehand by Tommy Ryle that if he did turn, you're wasting your time, because he's 2 steps ahead, and if you try and turn fast, you're down. So he's straight through, like, so we just had to be, you know, the idea was to let him get to the ball first and leave him turn into you, let him play the ball. So it worked out good in the end.
Most of the time you just got caught once or twice. I mean, when he blew you for the freeze, when he blew you, not that they passed you, but when Tommy blew you for 1 or 2 frees, like when you were just holding the holly out gently, remember that? Ned? Yeah. I had to ask you, Ned, really, because I hate being controversial, as you know, in my videos, but like, in fairness, I think the referee was wrong time he blew you for not pucking the ball out. I think any goalkeeper was entitled to a break for a fag during the game.
Correct, yeah, but at the time I had no fag. This is his own decision, like, what to make of it. I thought they should be set the 21-yard free line front, like.
So what you were hanging on till they moved out before you pucked it out, is it?
Yeah, because it happened something similar in the county final, like, and the referee stopped the play to get the gang out. So
again, like, it just show, but isn't it unfortunate, not knocking Tommy's refereeing, but at times there's a bit of inconsistency in referees. You don't, like, from one game to the next, you mightn't be too sure what one fella would pull you and what another mightn't pull you for.
Tommy plays by the book, like, he's fair to all the other team he goes up by. He does no favoritism with Tommy, like. He just plays the one way and that's it, you know.
Like, there was one case there, no, actually, I was watching the bits of the video and all that stuff, you know, coming up, where it was up in the forward line, your forward line, and you got a free in and after Crib mad about it, and actually at the time I didn't know what it was about until I saw the replay, and actually what he blew him for was your man gave a third man tackle to your forward. So I just said yes, he was watching things that you mightn't see on the day.
Yeah, but that's what he do a referee, like, you know, in fairness, you know, like, I think he sound out. Because I was wrong and he was wrong, so it worked out better in the evening.
As I said after Ned anyway, when you got the expire, I said, well, Ned won't hang around the square with this one.
I certainly did not.
Listen, whatever about the joking side of it, particularly there in the first half, there was one ball came bouncing across the square. I think it was Mikey Tom, it went over his holiday, and you just got to it. Can you remember that one?
Yeah, I was stopping from a 65 because Mikey Tom got his holiday to it.
65, my rear, wait, you see the video to the corner of the net?
And do you want to my left now, no?
Yes, your left, yeah. That would have gone into the net. That would have gone to the net all the way if you didn't get the holiday to it.
Jeez, I don't know. I thought it was further out. There was no fair that lights, yeah.
Well, not when you got to it. I said you didn't leave it go wide, so.
I don't know, like, does that near now?
Oh, yeah. I thought it was actually in, but you just got the tip of the holiday to it if you wish. You just got it enough to.
Yes, no, that nearly goes out Ireland. That is shot across the face of all, like, yeah.
It was very deceptive, yeah. But in actual fact, to me, I thought it was gone in. It was a good job in the first.
Yeah, there was no fear, I'd say. Yeah, everything looked after that, no problem about that.
Yeah, probably stuck a leg in it, Well, anyway, you've enjoyed the year.
Oh, brilliant. To those 10, yeah, you feel sorry to the over now, like. Yeah. To the great old crack, next year will be different, like, matches won't be one that easy, and if there to be one. This should be brilliant, like.
Yeah, no, but it's not that easy. I mean, go last Sunday.
There was 3 or 4 hard games during the year now, like, and we got away with a look, maybe additional, like. Yeah. But to the great old crack for the year, like. The crack was brilliant.
And it's great to have it in your back pocket forever, isn't it? That's right.
That's the idea.
Okay. Oliver, looking forward to next year having a cut off it anyway.
Yeah. Obviously, the play will be upgraded again. I mean, if we make kill in the first round, I'll have this huge Joe Dean to contend with, but yeah, so we'll.
Well, the only thing, after the Christmas celebrations, you can go start training straight away. Are you looking forward to it, Mike?
Definitely.
Good stuff. Well, congratulations to you anyway. We'll watch for you next year anyway. Thank you very much. This time with me I have 3 people who weren't involved playing last Sunday, but they were very involved on the sideline, shouting, roaring, getting probably as excited as anybody else. Danjo McCarthy, Jimmy Murphy and Noel Ryan. Danjo, you nursed me and we had a word after the county final, and I asked you, did you think they'd win a county, but did you ever think that they could win 2 championships in the one year?
No, I didn't think that. I didn't think they'd win 2 championships in one. I didn't even think they'd win the county in the start of the year. You know, they played a couple of matches and they were very poor. But I said the best match they played was against Carricktool. Carricktool led them in the last couple of minutes and they came back and beat them. And that's when I thought the Lisgoold would come.
What about last Sunday's game? It was a very hard, tough kind of game, and at times it seems as if it was going nowhere.
Yes, that's right. Even in the end, I thought they were going to be beaten. But still, looking back at the game, I thought that they were the better team. I mean, Sal never led them. They held even when Sal got the score. Lisgoold came back and got another score. But until they got level, and then I was a bit worried in, all right.
Yeah, of course, that is the point. Jimmy Murphy, of course, a very extra proud afternoon in the year for you because you had Donny, your son, as captain, and Matt playing at midfield. How far does we all feel proud of us under well, but you must feel very proud of the two of them this year.
Actually, it was marvellous. Marvellous, I'd say. The team, as far as I was concerned, they were equally very good all round.
At home now, you're there with the two lads and they're building up to the game. Would you sense the tension in them, especially now with they coming into the county final? Donny said he was never in the county final before, and it was the first real medal he ever won.
How do you...
would you feel the tension in them in the morning building up for the game at home, or were they cool or relaxed?
I suppose, well, they wouldn't talk about much else anyway for a while.
There was a lot of slitters flying around the breakfast table.
If Ned Keefe was around, and those lads, you wouldn't hear about anything else, only hurling. Hurling, yeah.
And like watching them play, I know some parents often worry about when they see sons playing. Well, mothers more than fathers. But do you ever get worried watching them play in case things are going to go wrong or anything like that?
Well, the only time I got worried was in the county final in Parkley Keefe. That, as far as I remember, Donny clashed in the air with the last minute, we'll say, and he stayed down. And of course he had a broken collarbone. I said he probably after damaging this again, and but no, it was all right. The final whistle went anyway, and I didn't hear it.
Yeah, it's funny.
You know, to just in the last minute, wasn't it?
Yeah. Like I was even talking to some of the players a while ago, and they even said last Sunday that they couldn't grasp it even when the final whistle went. It took them a while to settle in that the game was over.
Yeah. You know? Well, I didn't hear the whistle now in the county final. But I did know because I see courts go up in the air and I know the crowd running in and say, this is all right. There was only a pint in it. Yeah.
More sales for the referee shots, courts lost all over Parky Keefe.
Congratulated, I got the chance to can I congratulate the team?
Yeah, of course you can.
And selectors and trainer and the whole lot, because we got great entertainment through the year. It was marvellous.
For anyone who loves the games, a year like this is great for you. It's a year you'll remember.
Never forget it.
Yeah.
Never forget Parky Keefe anyway. The county.
Noel, I talked to you as well after the county, and we talked about old games and different things. But now that the year has come to an end and they've had 3 trophies win, like, it definitely is, augurs great well for the club if you can keep it going now for a couple of years.
Yeah. It was a great year for us, Brendan, surely. Winning the county was D1, I suppose, but when we came home and celebrated and thought about it, we said that to win the East Cork would put the AC in the cake for us, and so we did. It may have been a bit of a struggle for the players. You know, the year was very long. They were training from February until now, which was a very long season. But I think that at the end of the day, everything went for us this year. You know, the players were very dedicated. Everybody that had anything to do with the team said that they were a great bunch of lads. People will argue we had better teams here over the past 20 years, but I think you can't take it from the team. It was the spirit, the commitment this year, and maybe believe in themselves, which they weren't doing for the past couple of years. Tommy Riley instigated that into them somewhere or another, and you know, they weren't playing well, as the lads have said early in the year. They improved every game, and I'd say we got the breaks too. We got the breaks in the county maybe. So people will say it was a harder game for us to win. I think there wasn't the same pressure on us going to the county as there was last Sunday. We were complete outsiders in the county. Last Sunday was a pressure game for us, for the players especially. It proved that in the first half the hurling wasn't, you know, it wasn't of mighty standard. But you know, we were unlucky in the start of the second half. We got that goal that Tim McCall hit the. Yeah. No, that was the first half. Sorry. If we got that goal, we could have, you know, pulled away maybe. But they kept plugging away, and you know, they didn't get the goal eventually. They tried hard, and everyone of them played their hearts out. So I'd say that I thought with 5 minutes to go we were in trouble, but I just thought at the end of the park, and I said it was as dangerous that day. We're going to be lucky again today, and sure the goal came.
So one last thing, Noel. All the momentum this year, you know from talking to clubs, sometimes it's hard to keep it going 2 years in a row. It takes a lot of dedication. Do you think that they might know that they're going to go up a make another one bust for next year and have a cut off it?
Yeah, I think they should. You know, it's going to be hard to start, but it'll be a shorter season. It'll be hard to motivate the lads now for the championship, but I'm sure they'll do it. I wouldn't be too worried now about going too far in the junior championship this year, but it will be very, very important to win the first round and maybe the second round. I think they'd be after doing a great year's work if they did that much. You can't expect miracles now, like. So.
Well, I made that point to some of the players earlier that don't ever expect it to come as easy another year, like, you know, that it takes a while. I want to take it. Listen, congratulations to all of you anyway, and to you as well. Yeah. And hopefully, as I said, maybe next couple of years we'll be back here with a bigger trophy.
We'll be back again. But Brendan, before I go, we're the only team in East Cork to have won the treble. The only team in the BJ that won the treble.
Yeah.
Castline and ourselves are the only two teams in East Cork that won the county. Yeah. But see, we beat Castline in the championship, and we beat Red Rovers in the county. Yeah, yeah. So we're the only team in East Cork to have won the treble.
Well, that augurs well for the future, if nothing else. Yes. Bit of confidence is good. Right. Thanks for that. Thank you. At the end, because we're down to the final two of the selectors and the coach, Don and Tom, spoke to you after the county final, and obviously you must have had hopes that you'd win the East Cork as well, but it definitely added a great end to the year for you, didn't it, Don?
Oh, it was mighty. Like, it would have ruined the year not to win. Like, it was a mighty finish.
I said to Dan earlier on, watching from where we were above down at Cheat, I won't call it exactly panic, but there was a little bit of some kind of things going through the body and the mind at times down there with you, was there?
I'd say you could nearly call it panic all right sometimes. I'd say there was one stage we had settled for a draw when they came back to 8 points each. If you blew the whistle, we wouldn't complain.
No. I said the same thing at that stage, because even as I said earlier on during these interviews, when a team come back at you, when you've been ahead really throughout the whole game, and they get level with you with only a couple of minutes to go, then you're always in danger, aren't you?
Oh yeah. Like our fella Shortface's character to come back and win it by 4 points when they were Sales were on top. They were after getting 2 points, drawing level. It looked like we'd get a good score and win it, like. But our fellas dug deep and pulled it off.
So when you went out that time to Tim and McCall, if you were a bit kind of still in the worried stage, were you done?
Well, I wasn't too much. I suppose I was a bit. Yeah. That was, I have to recollect now. That was after the goal, wasn't it? Yeah. It was after the goal, yeah. We were only 3 points up. That's all, yeah. Yeah, but I was kind of worried that Tim McCall went out of it.
Yeah. He looked.
Because he was the only one doing damage at midfield.
Yeah, he's doing well. Again, like, to be honest about it, Declan Keneally on the south side and him, like, the bit of experience when you play up higher grades does show after, doesn't it?
Oh, I do, yeah. It stands out there, like, the experience. He knocked the ball away from him, like, in one of the disease.
Yeah, little things. Yeah, the small things. Tom, you've had a long year, 2 years you said to me last night, but this has been a pretty long year. Starting in February up to November, and you're probably a bit mentally tired, I would feel, at this stage as well. When it's all over, you feel a bit drained, don't you?
Yeah, I suppose at this stage we're all very tired, even selectors are even tired, Don till the same thing. But we're well pleased that, I mean, it was a job well done. Great effort by everybody, selectors, players,
players put an awful lot of work into especially this 12 months. We worked very hard and mainly the simple things, doing the simple things right. Nothing major, just kept it nice, easy. As Donald said there, we had a few experienced players. Timmy McCall was one, Johnny Ryan was also another, Donny Murphy. I mean, they had played major parts. Tom Gent in the forwards, Brian Woods. I mean, every player played his part, and we were well pleased at the end of the day, even though we could have got caught at this game. But I mean, saying that players were mentally exhausted, and it was hard to prepare for them again because it was 4 weeks since the county final, and we had no game, and this training was down to just a bit of running on the pitch, and it was very, very hard on the players to come back. Like, and they showed great Carter, Donald said they had to come back and win that game, and we knew that was going to be a hard one to win.
It was an easy one for Stars to come into because they had nothing to lose. If they're beaten by the county winners, if they won, well, they've set us upsets. So I mean, they definitely came in much easier into the game.
Yeah, they did. We actually knew that. I mean, I knew, and I said, Don, we all knew that this was going to be the one to win. And Jesus, I wanted to win this game. I mean, this to me was more important than winning the county, because if you don't win the East Cork, like you're into the story, you're kind of back to square one again, you're back to B grade again next year. Yeah. So next year, like it's a step up, and looking at the players there, I mean, they're totally committed, and I mean, I think they're going to go a long way next year, and if they put a small bit of effort in as this year, and I look, next year's another year, and we can look at maybe things might go well for another year.
Well, the song says, what's another year? So look, I congratulate you both, really. I mean, it is always great to go out and win something, but they've won 3 trophies in the 1 year. I'm sure in years to come, when you're all sitting down with the fires and taking a break from it, it'll be great to look back and say, I was involved in '94. Thanks very much, Dawn. Thanks very much, Tom. Thanks very much. We're on the final round up here. Last man again, the last night, Jim, last man tonight, chairman on a tremendous year for your club and for yourself, isn't it?
Definitely. The best year ever for the Lisgoold club, ever for myself. First time competing in a county final and first time winning it. The vast history. There was never happened in Lisgoold before, it was never going to happen. It's for a long time in here, you know.
Well, like, no matter where you look at it, you can't win the 3 same trophies for the first time ever again. No. It has been done once, and the next time is only repeat.
Yeah, that's all, yeah. Hopefully they will never be competing for those trophies again. That's my aim in there, like that we'll be up junior A now, and I think with a bit of luck, that will be as good as any 5 or 6 teams in it, yeah? You know, that all depending on the drawing, the attitude of the players. And,
But like what I always say, Jim, and I mean, I know Castlines very well, and I was one fellow who, when people used to be saying about Castlines, said, don't write them off. I've seen them playing underage. I've seen them over the years. And they went along and they went against all odds. I mean, let's be honest. What odds would you have got against Castlines and Killen in this Cork final? So, I mean, if they show because they had commitment, they can do it. Surely most clubs can do it who have any bit of skill throughout the team, and you have.
Oh, definitely. As you talk about Castlines, I went out to see Castlines playing St. Catherine's in the first round of the championship, and Liam Wish, down Ned Keith and Margaret were with me, and I said, coming home, I said, I fancy Castlines for East Cork. And they just said, you're mad. I said, they scored 4 goals and 20 points, I said, and they were short, a few good players, and I said, I fancy. And there Castlines came through, and like they were deserving winners over Killen. So like I think Castlines, we beat Castlines in the East Cork semi-final. Yeah. You know, and 2 years after, they won the Negri Hurling Championship. So I don't see why we can't do the same. Like.
Exactly, that's the point I make really. If you wish, Jim, last Sunday's game, you like the rest of the lads, you must have been very worried at the sideline for a while.
Oh, desperate, you know. We knew going out that was going to be a tougher game than the one against Butterland, you know, because like, there was a lot more at stake. We were county champions. That put pressure on us straight away, like, you know. Things didn't go right for us. The going was heavy. We knew that, and we should have got a few scores early on, and they just didn't seem to come. And Sars missed a few scores as well. Yeah. I reckon if we got a goal early on, they would have won the game easy. Yeah. But like we didn't get it.
Would have settled the nerves.
Yeah, it would have settled the nerves. Like there was tension there all the time. For if we would do something wrong, the whole lot is gone. You know.
Well, funny you always say that, but you'll listen to my commentary later. And that's the thing I said at one stage. That it struck me that both teams were more afraid of losing than winning
you know, that's the impression you get. But I will admit, to the type of day that existed as well, it was not a day for hurling, really.
Oh, definitely not. Like, it was a grand day for hurling as well, only for the feeling.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
you know, only for the conditions, you know.
But it was very dark as well.
Twas, yeah.
People shooting.
Yeah.
Like, if, you know, if you're shooting at anything in the dark like that, it's longing for the different kind of light.
Yeah. Like, I thought the game was surely set at 2 o'clock or half. It's like, you know, we were very surprised we had 3 o'clock, like, you know. But, like, we had no say in the matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think, like, Tommy O'Reilly was the man here, like. You know, I no doubt about it, like, we all had to put in all that, like, but Tommy O'Reilly, to just unbelievable the hours he put into those training.
Yeah.
You know, 2 or 3 times a week, no problem, no hassle, and they did it for him.
Yeah.
Like, I was just thinking today, I was just talking about Mikey Tom Hickey.
Yeah.
I can remember being involved with Mikey Tom playing under 14. I took him down to Shanghai playing a football match for Saturday, just ran into me head, like, and that's 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So I'm involved with a lot of those young players, those players since they were young fellas, like, you know. And like, the commitment they gave this was just unreal, like, you know. And I said in the last video, if you got that commitment from players 5 or 6 years ago, we were to win the county long ago. Yeah. But like, these are the most dedicated bunch of lads. Hey, we all had our differences, like, but there was never a problem, like, you know.
But I mean, like, where you're up to 30 people involved, there's always bound to be difference of opinions. Yeah. But finally, Jim, I asked you the last day what you had to say to the players and that. Well, no, it's more to the players. You're coming to the end of the year, you're chairman of the club. What would be your final words summing up on the video? This will be going to Australia, it'll be going to other places, to England and that. It'll be history forever. It's going to be something that's going to be there forever. The 94 Lisgoold year. You'll have the very last say from Lisgoold in this tape. What would your final words to the people and to the players?
Yeah, this is a tricky one. Yeah. And my final words to the people in here, that I think we have the best bunch of lads in the parish, in any parish that you wish to see anywhere, like, you know, that people just don't realize the kind of players there, you know, or the kind of lads there, because they're just unbelievable to me, like. And to the players, it's stick together, lads, and I don't mind that we'll definitely be contesting the Lisgoold Junior Hurling Championship next 2 or 3 years, you know. I no doubt about it that we'll be thereabouts. A few years ago they said Lisgoold will never win anything, but they were after achieving something this year that no other club in Lisgoold did, you know, and we did it. And we had it. I said in the start of the year that we were going for the treble, and we achieved it. That was our aim, like. You know, and I think that in 2 or 3 years' time that we'll definitely contest the Lisgoold Junior Hurling Championship.
Well, you have it. Lisgoold, from Jim Geary, the chairman. And over the years I've seen Jim refereeing, playing, wild in the field. And if the other players and the people followed his example, it showed this year. To Tom, a Ballinacurraman, I have to say that, who came out here, and that's the good thing about the GA. People don't mind moving around into parish, helping the other clubs and the other teams. That's what makes it a good organisation. Congratulations to Jim Geary and the rest of his officers, his players, and the people of the parish who supported and sponsored them, because we need those in the GA as well. We need them in all games. Let's hope that we will be around in a couple of years' time when Lisgoold will come along and win the East Cork A. Bye for now.